walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be it. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under the subtle smile, you'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that yeah, who really care what Simon say? All the bad things, girl, I had to look past that. Call yourself a dime, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can't match that. Louis V scarf, or I'm chilling with a dad hat. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that. Yeah.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa.
There's something about the way that you understand. We don't need a rush and we don't need to make no plan. You say, pace yourself, slow it down. And I don't want to waste my days with no one else. I love how it feels. Killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights. Trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive. Infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine when we're killing time. There's something about the way you talk with your hand. The way that you say my name when nobody's there. No, no. You say it's alright. Take your space if you need a break. And if I need to disconnect, that's okay. This ain't no race. Killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights. Trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive. Infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine. We're killing time. Killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights. Trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive. Infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine. We're killing time. Oh, oh. Killing time. Killing
She my pineapple, yeah. She's sour, she's so sweet. Yeah. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I need another double. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I guess she's all I'm after. My little girl got a sour side, but you know I'm a sucker for some sweetness. Every weekend pulls you in, she knows your weakness. I tell her she's my princess, she just wants to be queen. I call her pineapple and she says, what do you mean? She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I need another double. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I guess she's all I'm after. Yeah, take a slice and look inside. You see the sweet, the nice, the harmless vice, the cold as ice. I need my pineapple consistently. I eat religiously, I need my sweetness instantly. And every time that she's around, she's sweet, I'm signing this, she's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. And every time that she's around, she's sweet, I'm signing this, she's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. She might be everything I need, but she's so sour, yeah. But she's so sour. If only she was just as sweet, but she's too sour, yeah. Yeah, she's too sour. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I need another double. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I guess she's all I'm after. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. To both YouTubes and the Twitches. Yes, we're back on YouTubes tonight. Welcome to one and all of you. If you missed yesterday's inaugural Twitch Tuesday, you missed a very scuffed stream because we were going to do a watch party. That didn't happen. It's a thing. I mean, fuck Jeff Bezos is the takeaway from all of that. You also missed the creation of this fantastic piece of fan art we see on the screen. Someone created that for me. You missed that, so I brought it to you. So I'm not really encouraging you. Not really encouraging you to go over to the streams, am I? But it was really good, albeit it went on for like 5 hours, so we were doing stuff. It was a lot of fun. If you missed it, you missed out. Except you can go back and watch the VOD, which stays up on the Twitch channel for like 2 fucking weeks afterwards. So you can, if you really want to. That's absolutely fine. Well, you should go and subscribe to me on the Twitches, or follow me on the Twitch. And you can also subscribe to me on the Twitch, of course, which will cost you nothing. You've heard the mantra a million times, but I'm going to keep saying it a million times until every single person in the fucking world has gone and followed me and subscribed to me on Twitch. You can subscribe to me, it will cost you money, unless, of course, you have a Twitch, an Amazon Prime, which you can connect to your Twitch. You get 1 free subscription every month, and you can use that to subscribe to me. Redistribute Jeff Bezos' money into my pockets. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, so we did Twitch Tuesday. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to bring to you a thing we discovered. Lace Arga, who's one of the, I would say, one of the queens of my community here on the channel, introduced me to a person called Infrared, who you will discover, as we did, is rising. They are a tanky dipshit / NazBol, hence the thumbnail. And we'll get to that person shortly. But this is basically going to be... It's not drama as such, although it's certainly drama-ish, in the sense that the two conversations that we'll be covering are kind of drama-y. But I think it's interesting in terms of exposing the way in which right-wing entryism into leftist spaces online operates, and some of the tactics that they use. Oh yes, and of course, top-heavy Jews. We'll explain top-heavy Jews as we go. I think I bookmarked the clip of the top-heavy Jews bit. That sounds far more racist than it is. It's actually sort of funny, based on a thing that an actual racist did say. We'll get to it. Again, if you missed it, you should go and check me out on the Twitches. It's linked below. It's the cost fuck all. Anyway. Anyway, so, people. Before we get into all of that, there was one thing I opened up with on Twitch Tuesday. And that was the fact that America, being America, decided it wanted to be number one in the world. 500,000 COVID deaths. 500,000 COVID deaths. And again, just a golf clap. Golf clap for the Americans there. Bravo. But not to be outdone, as it unfortunately is in most things in the modern world, because this is the thing. Being from the UK, there are a few things we do on a world-class level anymore. We used to be exceptional, right? We used to have world records in any number of things, like most native people killed, most genocides engaged in, largest land area empire in the history, most natural resources stolen from people, all the rest of it, right? We used to have all of that. America's taken a great deal of those titles from us, unfortunately. But there's one thing that we have found a way. We've found a way to be better than everyone else. We've found a way to be world leading in one perspective, right? Because as you can see from the graph on the screen, this is from John Hopkins University, as published by on the BBC website, right? USA 500,000, more than double its nearest competitor, Brazil, which is bad. Don't get me wrong, that's very bad. But it's only one metric, isn't it, right? That's total number of deaths. Now, you'd expect the US to have far more deaths than the UK, because you've got a way bigger audience, way bigger population. This is the one though, isn't it? Deaths per 100,000, because that's like an average. That means everyone's in play, from the biggest country in the world to the smallest country in the world. Everyone can compete with that. Everyone can compete with that. America 152 per 100,000, Brazil 118. Mexico 143. India, a pathetic 12. 12? Britain, oh, look at that. 182 deaths per 100,000. The rest of the world, you got nothing on us. In terms of governmental incompetence bordering on passive genocide, Britain has you all fucked over. You can't touch us with a shitty stick, and you shouldn't touch us. We're very, very infected. You shouldn't come near us. We should just be left like some sort of turfy plague shithole island to just die. That's the only fate worthy of a nation this pathetic. I think we can all agree. So, can I get some F's in chat for Britain? Because we are all going to die now, I think. I think that's how that's going to work. I think so. I don't know. Anyway. Belgium isn't a real country. Don't bring Belgium into this. Fucking pretend Holland. Knobheads. Anyway. So. Yes. That's a thing that happened. Britain is shit. And America's shit. It's almost like if you elect right-wing populists, your country will just die. It's a bad thing. Don't do that. Anyway. Moving on. Two things in the title. One, they're both aggravating in their own way, but if you're aggravated by this, you probably shouldn't be on my channel. Really. Not aggravated, if this is something that's not at least kind of interesting to you, this channel probably isn't for you. I've realised my audience, I think, are somewhat masochistic. I think you have to be to follow the kind of shit I put out there, which is why it's not like a mass appeal channel as well as the fact that the host is very unlikable. But other than that, it's the content. AngieSpeaks is a person we've talked about a lot. Now, I used to have a lot of respect for Angie when she first sort of burst onto the scene. And there's no doubt she creates good quality content in the sense that the quality of the piece, the presentation and stuff like that, is pretty good. And she clearly scripts her videos and tries and all the rest of it. It's just that the content itself, the messaging is... I don't want to say she's a NazBol. I don't want to say she's a NazBol. Okay? But she does lead one down that path of thinking she might be some sort of NazBol. She does push down the path of swerfism to a degree. She sort of gives off the impression of it being a stressorist or stressorite or whatever. That being someone who is economically left but is sort of a social fascist or whatever. Although that phrase has a different meaning in Tanky Land, but whatever, right? And she, along with her acolyte and I think fellow podcast hoster, Peter Coffin, she is a bad take factory. Virtually everything she says is shit, like really, really shit. And it's a shame because, like I say, we were not that friendly or anything, but we were, we got on when she first came onto the scene. We talked off stream about various things, and it was, she was a nice person. I thought, oh, this is cool because we don't have many black people at all, but we especially don't have many black women, like as part of the leftist milieu, to use a French term, which we shouldn't do because it's French, but the leftist sort of grouping of people, whatever you want to call them. Some people call it BreadTube, whatever. She's basically been at war with BreadTube ever since because I don't know. She's a fucking NazBol, whatever, Anyway, and she's a Morpinist. She's one of the Borger Kings people. She had, Morpin literally went on to the podcast that she does with Coffin. Just awful, fucking awful. And again, you can tell generally from the company one keeps what a person is. Not always, of course, but when they've had people like Crystal Ball and Caleb Moppin on that podcast, you can tell that what they are is essentially a gateway. They're essentially the people opening the doors of Troy to let the wooden horse in with the NazBols inside, right? That's what they do. That's what they fucking do. So, and this little interaction which happened, I believe yesterday, I think is rather telling as to the thing that annoys me about these right-wing entryist pricks. They moan about things that are so irrelevant in the sense that it doesn't really affect them, right? So there's this video put up by Stonewall, which is a UK sort of gay rights charity. Actually, I don't know if they operate around the world. Maybe they do, but they're certainly here in the UK. And they put up this video about what's called #Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week. Now, that's fair enough, because I don't really even know what an aromantic person particularly is. I can sort of guess from the name, but I don't necessarily know the specifics of it. So they put out this little video. It's all well and good, but look at it a second. Oh! I thought I could get through that sentence. Oh! There we go. Sneezy poos. Could have muted for that. Didn't. That's an editorial choice I've made. We're just going to have to live with it. Anyway, so they put up this little video, and I'm going to play it for you now. And it's like one of the most inoffensive things in the world. I don't know why you would even bother commenting on it if for any reason other than be like, oh, that's nice. Anyway, so we'll take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Yasmin Benoit, and I'm teaming up with Stonewall for Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week to give you some tips on how to be an aro ally. For starters, educate yourself about what being aromantic means. There's a lot of resources online. Learn to value different forms of love equally. Platonic love matters too, and is just as important as romantic love. Don't impose your own ideas or stereotypes. Being aromantic is not the same as just being single, being unlovable, incapable of love, not finding the right person yet, or having some kind of issue. We don't need to hear that. Be considerate of the way you talk about romance. When you frame it as being this ultimate life goal or something fundamental to human connection, and that can be very alienating for aromantic people. Stand up for the aromantic community and call out discrimination. There's a lot of anti-aro attitudes out there, and we need people to be vocal. Amplify aromantic voices. It's Aro Week. Share this. Hey guys, I'm Yasmin Benoit, and I'm...
Anyway, so that was Yasmin Benoit. Anyway, I think we can all agree that was pretty tame stuff, right? Aromantic people don't necessarily see romance in that way or whatever, and don't experience it in the way that a lot of other people do. So maybe use vaguely inclusive language if you want to be an ally. Pretty inoffensive, pretty standard, like this. If you want to be an ally, this is how you do it. Okay, cool. Right, literally nothing that one could get upset or annoyed by in any real sense whatsoever. So, Angie, though, has a different perspective, because this is the thing. These dickheads, these... I don't even know how to say. Basically, their entire shtick, the only thing that Angie and Peter Coffin and those kinds of people tend to believe is that liberalism is evil and that's it. Like, that's literally the extent, it seems, of their entire worldview. Is that liberalism is evil, and they spend all their time just shouting at vaguely liberal people. That's it. That's it. Which is not really an ideology. It's barely a personality. It's a joke. It's fucking embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. But whatever. That's their thing, right? So she decides to go off a little bit. Ironically, considering she's making this about herself. Peak narcissism. I'll just highlight that little phrase for you there. Peak narcissism. Angie, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, you're literally saying, in a second, no one else has to care. So you're basically saying you personally don't care about this thing. So it's you being narcissistic about your own beliefs. Bit embarrassing. It's okay to be aromantic if that's your proclivity. Proclivity is a word that's only really used in these contexts by reactionary twats. But it also doesn't mean anyone else has to care. Now, at no point did this video say anyone else has to care. It said, if you want to be an aromantic ally, that being an ally to the aromantic community. Now, I get that there's some people who don't like the term ally. That's fine. I personally don't give a fuck. It's pretty inoffensive. Whatever. It serves a linguistic purpose. But some people don't necessarily like the term ally. But whatever word you want to replace that with, and that's essentially all you're going to be doing is replacing a word with a different word. It's sort of a bit silly. But if whatever word you want to replace that with, if you want to be an ally, this is how you can do that. It didn't say you must. You absolutely have to. You have to care about this topic. At no point did it say that. At no point did it even fucking hint that. But Angie, in an obviously not narcissistic way, because she's not a narcissist, not at all, pointing out that going off about, as if this is the video did say that you had to care about these people, and speak in a way that you don't want to. Because again, it's all about the freedoms of the peaches, even though these people would happily gulag any motherfucker that disagreed with them, given half the chance. Anyway, Cat Blaque, who is both awesome and I've appeared in one of her videos. Oh yes, motherfuckers, I voiced over a piece. She did a video called What is Anarchism? A long time, it's about 3 years ago now. And I voiced over part of that video. So I'm a very tiny part of the Cat Blaque oeuvre, which I'm very proud about. Anyway, so Cat Blaque steps in, and Cat Blaque's pretty fucking fierce. Like, Cat Blaque's not going to fuck around with this nonsense, right? So, Cat Blaque steps in and says, and someone, bless them, I was talking to a person, that person will remain anonymous, but I was talking to a person off air about this and saying that it was kind of useful that, well, not useful, that's probably not a great phrase, but it was good that it was like a black person taking on AngieSpeaks in this regard, because there's no doubt, because this is the thing, AngieSpeaks and her ilk, the likes of Coffin, Moppin, etc., decry identity politics, but as soon as they get the opportunity, anyone who criticises AngieSpeaks, you're a racist, you're only saying it because she's black. Every fucking time. I've seen this so often. So fucking often, it's embarrassing. Because they hate identity politics, but as soon as they get the chance, they will play identity politics. So on this occasion, it was good that there was that it's a black person, in this case, Cat Blaque, who's also an awesome black person. Stop reading the chat, Kev. Jesus Christ. Anyway. It was good that it was a black person and a fierce black person taking on Angie, because that kind of won't hold up. That ridiculous, pointless, hypocritical bullshit accusation will not stand up when it's like a black person saying it, because that doesn't really make any fucking sense. But I'm sure I'll still be called a racist for this, because again, they hate identity politics, but they will throw it out when they find it necessary. Anyway, so oh, good lord, okay. Where were we? Sorry, there was something in the chat that caught my eye. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, oh yeah, the thing happened, didn't it? The noise. The noise happened. By the way, yeah, streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875. Someone did a thing, so I'll wait for that to pop up. Yeah, you can get your super chats in, because YouTube are not going to monetize me anytime soon. Ooh. I think Kev underestimate the intelligence of these people. Of who? What people? What people am I underestimating the intelligence of? To what are you referring, good sir? / madam / non-binary person. Someone called Sargon's wife's boyfriend Joey. Nice. Good memes. Solid memes. Says, are you good at math? Serious question. I'm good enough to know that it's plural. Mathematics. Therefore maths. You Americans make me sick. I'm okay at maths, yeah. I have a whole GCSE in mathematics, so checkmate. Yeah, no, I'm okay. That's a weird question, but thank you nonetheless. Pardon me. So, Cat Blaque steps in. Having seen this drivel from AngieSpeaks, steps in and says, and I think this kind of sums up a lot of my issues with I should stop saying Cat Blaque says and then give my own thoughts. I should just say what I say, and then, yeah, anyway. So, what Cat Blaque says here sums up a lot of my annoyance with these people, these AngieSpeaks, Peter Coffin people, right? These dickheads. But essentially boils down to, why the fuck do you care? Like, if you don't want to use aromantic inclusive language, I mean, firstly, you're a bit of a dick for feeling that way, but whatever. Why would you even bother commenting on it? Like, it doesn't matter. It's not making any demands of you whatsoever. It's literally making no even request of you. It's saying, if you want to do a thing, this is how you could do it. Which, again, isn't really even aimed at you. It's not mentioning you in the slightest. Why do you give a fuck? Oh, it's because you're just a reactionary twat. Yeah. Anyway, finally, Cat Blaque says, I'm always slightly confused when you make posts like this. What is the objective issue with someone creating content to help people who have asexual people in their lives understood and support them? I'd appreciate an explanation about this because this reaction is confusing. Those are the questions I want these fuckers to answer. On virtually everything, okay? On virtually every issue that they ever talk about or bring up in this way, because again, it's almost always like reactionary bullshit, right? I want them to answer the question: why do you fucking care? Why is it that someone creating a piece of inoffensive content like this has, to use the internet parlance, not the medical term, triggered? Why has it triggered you in that way, right? Why do you give a fuck? Why have you taken the time out of your day to comment in this ironically narcissistic way about this? Do you know what I mean? Peter Coffin is especially guilty of that, by the way. They are just on another level. I mean, Angie's bad, but Peter is the fucking worst. Holy moly. But I'm blocked by Peter, so I don't even see what they say anymore. Which is probably better for me. I shouldn't concentrate on what they say. They're an idiot. Anyway, Angie then responds with, because it lacks nuance. What? It lacks nuance. I'm not entirely sure what she means by that, but okay. And is not contextual and doesn't take into account how people act and talk in real life. It literally wasn't meant to. Like he was saying, if you want to be an ally, it literally starts out with that. The person says their name and says hello, then they say, if you want to be an aromantic ally. So it's accepting from the very start of the video that people in the real world don't talk in this way. But if you want to be an aromantic ally, you should talk in this way. That's what it's saying. It's implicitly adding the caveat at the very beginning that normal conversation does not include this kind of way of speaking. It literally says, don't hold up romantic love as the pinnacle, as the be-all and end-all of human existence. Therefore saying that there are lots of people in society who do hold it up as the pinnacle of existence and do hold it up as the overall goal of their lives. And that if you want to be an aromantic ally, maybe don't necessarily do that in a sort of passing conversation. So it is literally putting it in that context. Yeah, and you're right, 255. It does sound like a post hoc rationalisation. It's exactly that. It's a post hoc rationalisation of their slightly bigoted, frankly, reactionary bullshit outburst. That's precisely what this is. Anyway, Angie unfortunately continues. Most people are not asexual or aromantic and therefore won't speak in those terms. Okay, but most people aren't gay. But we don't go around, or certainly polite society does not go around calling them F-slurs and things. Why does the relative number of people matter? Most people aren't trans, but if you throw around the T-slur, understandably, I think people will be annoyed by that. Is your argument that because most people aren't asexual or aromantic, therefore we really should just be grossly offensive toward them in general conversation? Because fuck them. Is that literally the argument you're sort of going with? Because I mean, that doesn't work out well for you on a number of levels. Okay? You are a black person, Angie. I'm sure you're aware of that. I'm sure that's not breaking news to you. You're a black person who lives in the UK, where I believe black people make up something like 9% of the population, which is probably higher than the number of asexual people, that is true, or higher than the percentage of asexual people. But if your argument is small minority groups are fair game for being bigoted towards, you open up a huge can of worms, not just for yourself, but for vast numbers of people, both in this country and elsewhere. It's despicable. Don't go down that path, would be my advice. Just a thought. Anyway, the word demand. Note the word demand here. To demand people always take that into account when speaking about love is silly. I would like to know from you, Andrew, at what point anyone demanded anything. At what point in that video did our friend, whose name I've totally forgotten already, Yasmin Benoit, at what point did Yasmin Benoit, or her script writers, demand a damn thing of anyone? The answer is that they didn't. They literally didn't. There's no demand, there's no force, there's no threat, there's nothing. There's literally, at no point did they make any such demand of anyone. That's nonsense. You're a liar. You're a victim playing liar as well, which is interesting, considering you constantly going about how liberals want a victim play. It's a very interesting hypocrisy you've got going on there. No, they said, if you want to be an ally, if you want to be an aromantic ally, this is how you can do that. Very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Kat continues. Except that's not what she did. The video is framed by saying that this is how to be a better ally to asexuals, not that you should adjust your worldview to consider asexuality. Boom. Straightforward, to the point, correct. And thank you to the person in the Twitch chat who says, great hair today. You're wrong. You're very, very wrong, but thank you nonetheless. I appreciate you saying that was the case, but my hair, as always, is a fucking disgrace. Never mind. Kat also, hang on a second. Where are we? There we go. Right, so Kat... Where are we? There we go. Right. Kat says, they say, I'm giving you tips on how to be an aro? Is it aro or arrow? Whatever. Ally. I think that's pretty precise phrasing. I have a hard not reading this post as antagonism towards asexual folks. True. Asexuality is very misunderstood and often dismissed. Why shouldn't content be made about supporting them? Fair point. This dickhead comes in with saying, I understand the problem is whether being an ally is a moral category. These are two competing narratives. This is how you can be considerate to my feelings, and this is how you can correct your deviant/problematic behaviours. This person's probably a bit of a twat. Anyway, Kat then says, this is a nuance worth discussing. Perhaps Angie is reacting to the suggestion that her not actively supporting asexuality makes her a bad person. I don't really think that's what's happening here. This is a video created by an LGBT platform, and the audience is those who do. Exactly. Any, again, post hoc rationalisation of this as, oh, they're trying to woke scold us. I guarantee that's the kind of bullshit language these motherfuckers have used at some point during this thread. I'm not going to go through the whole thing with all of the randos that start piping up, but I guarantee you the word woke scold is used several times. Or wokelet. Or whatever. One of those sorts of things. The woke brigade will have been used. I'm sure. Kat continues. I don't particularly think anyone needs to be an ally to anyone. And I personally don't believe in giving people credit for being decent. I also know that a lot of asexuals would appreciate being understood, so I don't understand dismissing that. Okay? Angie then pipes up, and that's the last time she speaks in this thread anyway. There's a difference between spreading awareness about a unique relationship proclivity and making demands about conduct. Those are two different things. Now, again, firstly, note the phrase proclivity. Proclivity is almost always used by reactionary dickheads, as if this is some deviant or aberrant. I nearly said deberrant. Yeah, deberrant. Fuck it, we've made a new word here, people. We've created a new word. It's like Hegelian dialectics and linguistic development smashed together. We've got deviant and aberrant and become, boom, deberrant. It's as if Angie, or whoever is using the phrase proclivity in this context, is suggesting that the behaviour engaged in this case by aromantic/asexual people, is deviant or like aberrant or something like disgusting, something icky. And that's ultimately what a lot of bigoted nonsense about sexuality or romantic relationships and stuff comes down to, is you find it icky. A lot of the TERFs find trans people to be icky. Now, ultimately, one's natural reactions to anything can't really be completely controlled. It's how you then deal with it from that point, right? I don't really care how you personally feel about trans people. It's if you then take that into the real world and start shitting on them and try and taking away their rights, that's when it becomes a very significant problem. And when Angie, again, I don't really care what she thinks about asexual people or aromantic people in the slightest, because it's just a thought in someone's head, and as long as it stays there, there's no real problem. It doesn't really do anything. It's when she takes it into the real world and starts opining about proclivities and such, as if it's a lifestyle choice, as if this is something someone's doing personally to annoy you, is ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous, it's potentially dangerous. Please, for the love of God, stop, Angie. Fucking stop. Also, you twat, again, no demands are being made of you. Literally none whatsoever. Please, I'm open to any timestamp that anyone wants to provide from the video that was played, of any point at which Yasmin Benoit pointed out a demand, made a demand at all of anyone. Because, you know, we ultimately know it isn't a thing that happened in that video. Literally, that didn't fucking happen, Angie. Stop lying. Anyway, Cat Blaque then just simply points out, and this is where I'll leave this little bit, there are no demands made. Simply suggestions for showing support to asexual people. You're interpreting declarative language as dogmatic, when this is a very precise video for a specific person who cares about a specific thing. Indeed. This video was not made for someone such as Angie, who clearly doesn't care about asexual/aromantic people. And again, no one's being demanded that you do care about anything. Angie doesn't care about these people, and so this video isn't made for her. This is made for people who either do care or are searching into the topic and want to know a little bit about something. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't involve you, Angie. You have, rather ironically, considering you started off the piece by saying that this was peak narcissism, you have injected yourself and your feelings into a topic where they are not required, not wanted, and not necessary. So please, stop. Anyway. Thank you to, oh, good lord, how do you pronounce that? Ditzy Lil G for subscribing with Prime on Twitch. You can do that as well, if you so wish, via the links below. Anyway, I want to introduce you all to a person we discovered on Twitch Tuesday, last night. If you weren't there, you missed it, but I'm going to introduce you to them anyway, because I'm good like that. Lace Argar. Hello, Lace, if you're around. I don't know if you are. I haven't been watching you plebs in the chat. I don't know if you're around. Who knows? Anyway, they were there for yesterday's thing, and they linked me to a person who is on the rise, There's no doubt about that. They are on the rise, much like my waist size. Anyway, a person who goes by the name, the nom de plume, the nom de guerre, if you will, of Infrared. They are a tanky, by their own admission, by their own description. Although I would go further and say they're very much a NazBol. They are an attention whore. So I shouldn't be giving them the attention. But when I see a lol cow, I don't not milk the lol cow. So we're going to take a look at a thing. We took a look at various of their things last night. But little did I know that literally when I came off air last night, and I was clicking through the tabs that I hadn't deleted, one of which was the front page for his channel, it refreshed and it showed me that he was live. He was live. Oh, we didn't know. Oh no, I could have gone for a 6th or maybe even 7th hour. Who knows? And he was talking to Socialism Done Left, who's generally someone I like. I'm subscribed to their, I follow them on Twitch, and I think I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. And they're a good sort. They, as the name would suggest, are a socialist slash leftist, and yeah, they were talking to this infrared twat. But, anyway, infrared. Not infrared heating panels, we just want infrared. So we're going to take a look at that. But just to introduce you to everyone, I'm going to take a look at a thing that we did look at last night. So apologies to everyone who has already seen this on the Twitch Tuesday yesterday. But more for you for actually going and following me on Twitch Tuesday. You shouldn't have listened to me. You should probably all unsubscribe from me immediately, is my thought on the matter. Anyway. A little thing called Tanky Destroys Vaush, or Vosh, or Vosh, or however you want to pronounce that, right? Which was so fucking funny. Oh my god, this guy is he's such a meme. He's such a living fucking meme. We looked at the debate, quote unquote, he did with Destiny, where Destiny just dunked on him, which was very funny. As well as a couple of other things. And, I'm going to just play through this again. The Tanky Destroys Vosh. So the Tanky in question is Infrared, and they're talking to Vosh, and oh my god. Gird your loins,
Hello.
people.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, Vosh, what's up? What's up? See, before we get into anything, I want to say, why don't we begin this by being respectful? Let's begin this being respectful. Infrared will show respect to people who show us respect. We can have a nice civil.
He refers to himself in the third person as well, which is
okay. I agree to those terms, weird. But only after an initial period of disrespect, which I'll begin by saying.
But you won't win. But you won't win that fight. You don't want to do that fight.
What?
You don't want to do that fight.
My Reddit and my chat debate Infrared. What are you doing? Why are you spamming me?
I am not spamming you. That is the power of Infrared's chat, my friend. We are so powerful right now. You have 8K viewers, and I have 100 viewers, and our chat is more high energy than your chat. I'm sorry to say.
That's literally not true. We can see the chat on the screen. Also, I love it. I'm watching this again, right? I watched this like 20 hours ago or something, and it's still funny. I'm still funny. It's, oh my god.
Hey man, I can't control them. They're crazy, out of control.
My favourite, but I have to say, was probably from the Destiny debate, where at one point Destiny starts going about, I don't know, Infrared says something about Lenin, and then Destiny just joking with him, goes on about, what do you think about Lenin's writings, blah, blah, blah. And so he starts giving this kind of pseudo-professorial thing about Lenin and bourgeoisie and blah, blah, blah. And it was so cringy, it made me want to tear my skin off, starting at the anus. Like, it just... Ugh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We're wild, bro. We're growing so fast, and we are the future of the left on YouTube. I'm sorry to tell you.
And I'm out of control cringing, so it's, it fits. That power, that energy, we're matching it. All right, let's do it. Hit me with your best arguments.
I'm not sure where he's actually from, this guy. He claims to be an Arab, but he speaks with a kind of American accent, so I don't know. I don't know where he's from, but whatever.
You a tanky? That's what people say.
I'm 100% tanky, 100% Stalinist, 100% Maoist, Marxism, Leninism in the age of multipolarity and the post-COVID world.
Okay.
He's 100% Mao. He's 100% Stalin. He's 100% Marxism, Leninism. He's 100% tanky. He's 400% people. He's 400%. Beautiful.
Hey, hit me up. What? I assume you're familiar with some of my arguments.
I am familiar with some of your arguments. So let's see, where do we want to begin? Let me paint a broad brush and let's capture a bunch of arguments in one argument. Your view of liberalism, which is also bundled up with your view of American unipolarity, your slander and demonization of Russia as a fascist power, your defense of American unipolar liberal world order against
He's
the
used
specter of
unipolar
fascism.
twice
and then,
now.
And then we can bridge that to
Which
your
is
views
sort of
on the
ironic.
Capitol Hill riots, your endorsement for voting for Biden, that kind of, I want to weave these threads together and we want to get in there.
Synthesize.
What's that?
Synthesize. Bring it all together.
Exactly.
Engage in the dialectic. Take these differing perspectives. Unify them. What do we got?
Precisely. Okay.
Cool.
So as I'm familiar with your argument, okay, this is how I'm going to sum it up. Basically, your idea is that it's an arithmetic, right? Liberalism is greater than fascism, better than fascism. Then therefore, socialists or communists should be pro-liberal against the fascists. Basically, that's your argument, right?
Yeah, I don't think that it's worthwhile to attack liberalism if the outcome of that attack would be a descent into fascism. I think that you need to ensure that your critiques of liberalism lead you to a better place, not a worse one.
Are you familiar with Hegel's master-slave dialectic?
I am familiar with Hegel's master-slave.
Yeah, just to point at the person, yeah, Stalin and Mao fucking hated each other and had very different views, so you literally can't be 100% Mao, 100% Stalin. This guy's just a weird, tanky, LARPer dickhead. He doesn't understand anything. It's the basic point. But he's loud, and on the internet, that's all that matters.
Okay, so you know it's a battle for recognition. What is the battle for recognition? What is its linchpin? It's a fight to see who is willing to die, right?
Sure.
Two people go at it. Whoever's proving they have more balls, they're more willing to die. Basically, they win out. They become the master, right?
I'm not entirely sure if that's faithful.
Fuck me sideways. Central Committee. You absolute ledge. I didn't even know you knew of my fucking existence. That's unbelievably dope. Hello there to the people from Central Committee who just raided. Hello. I'm Kevin Logan. I am a socialist / leftist / I was going to do a joke, but we'll save that for now. I do content here on Twitch and on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. I'm Kevin Logan. And on Twitch, I'm obviously KFLogan1875. You can follow me. At the moment, we're taking a look at this guy called Infrared, who's a tanky dipshit, who's having a talk with Vosh, and it's very, very funny. It's absolutely nonsense. He just claimed to be 100% Maoist, 100% Stalinist, 100% Marxist-Leninist, and 100% tanky or whatever. He's 400% dipshit, is the basic point. So, yeah, we're taking a look at all of that jazz at the moment. Yeah, follow me here. You can subscribe to me. And thank you enormously to Mike from PA. Yeah, I'm not even going to say PA. And I'm certainly not going to say Pennsylvania. But I am going to say PA. For raiding. I literally did not know that you were aware of my existence. How was your stream? I watched a little bit of it earlier. Mike, I can't even fucking see where you are. Anyway, yes, I watched a little bit of the stream earlier, Mike, and very good. Yes, I saw that Romeo caught the biscuit today. So, good stuff. Although you weren't betting on it today. No gamba. Anyway, so yeah, thank you to all of these people. There's no way I'm going to be able to read out all of these. But thank you nonetheless. Jesus Christ, look at all the follows. That's mental. Thank you. There's no way I'm going to read all of those. There's like fucking, there's about 100 new follows. Which is, don't get me wrong, it's dope as fuck. You people are amazing. But I also can't read all of those. So, you know. Anyway, thank you. I've got cheery bits as well. Thank you to the person who cheered with bits. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, I should get back to doing the stream rather than just going, oh, people are following me. That's cool. And I think I'm going to turn off the noise on the alert box because I feel like I'm going to get tinnitus from the fucking noises. Where are we? Follows. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely turning the noise off of this. Media, volume, off, done, bosh. There we go. But thank you nonetheless. Let's get back to this dipshit talking shit to Vosh. And I think Vosh and Mike from PA are okay now. So there's no like drama-y nonsense involved, I think.
Of the Hegelian concept, but
I am rising.
Fight to the death, right?
What?
Fight to the death, right?
Sure.
It's about a fight for the death, proving your life. It's the fight to the death to prove your life. That's the master-slave dialectic.
Let's allegorical. What are we?
I'm telling you, politics is the same shit. You have some type of order. You have the state. You have the status quo. Whoever is willing to risk its death with the most courage and with an alternative vision, when you're willing, if you're not willing to risk the death of the liberal order, then you prove your weakness, and then like Bernie did, then the fascists are gonna come and devour you, like how you're saying. But I even object to the view that Trump is a fascist and that there is really a looming specter of fascism that's coming from the right-wing populists.
It's interesting. It's crazy how tankies tend to be like the most pro-fascist people that you'll find outside of fascism.
They are, especially because this particular motherfucker is a NazBol piece of garbage. Yes, bits. Thank you to Ernst, who said, I've been bopping back and forth between you and Mike, and he just did you a solid. He did indeed. Party from Ur81 Baruqua Dragon. Thank you. Thank you for the bits from Bad Luck James. Love from the comrades at Central Committee. Fuck yes. Anyway.
Said he wasn't a fascist. I said I don't agree he's a fascist, actually. You seem to be supporting the Ukrainian fascists and Alexei Navalny, who is close to being a Russian ethno-fascist, and you called him a fucking civic nationalist. Why is Navalny a civic nationalist, but everyone else is a fascist? Can you answer that question?
Well, fascists are fascists.
But why is Navalny a civic nationalist, but Trump is a fascist? None of them.
Trump is a fascist. What are you talking about? Like, honest to God, these tanky motherfuckers are so annoying, right? Why? I don't get it, right? This motherfucker, I watched the debate he did with Destiny last night. No, well, I watched last night the debate he did with Destiny, like last week or wherever it was. And he was going on about how much of a Marxist-Leninist he is, but also claimed that Bernie was his guy. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be a Marxist-Leninist and think for pragmatic reasons Bernie Sanders was the best available option. And that, I think, is definitely fucking true, he was. But the point being is, you can't be a Marxist-Leninist and say Bernie was our guy, because Bernie's not a Marxist-Leninist, you fucking knobs. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I should, whilst I've got people here. Hello there, everyone. Yeah. You follow me on the Twitch. You can subscribe to me on the Twitch. Obviously, if you're from Central Committee, you know that. But YouTube would demonetise me, so if you wanted to get a super chat in, streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875. Yeah. Also, follow me on, go and subscribe to me on YouTube as well. Kevin Logan. I'm amazing. I am amazing. No, I can't play Danzy for everyone. For the new people, they'll all like instantly unsubscribe. They have to get attuned to the Logan brand before I play Dan. For those who don't know, Danzy is a Chinese-American woman who screams versions of songs that are like, they're pro-Trump songs, but they're done in karaoke style to the tune of pre-existing songs. So she does one Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, but changes it to, you know, Donald Trump came in like a wrecking ball, that sort of thing, right? But she screams. She doesn't like sing it. She fucking screams. And it's the funniest thing ever. It makes me literally cry with laughter. But I can't play that for them now. Fuck me, no. That would be mental. Like, they would literally all go, fuck this noise and leave. Obviously.
Call themselves fascists, according to you. Navalny made a video comparing Muslims. He compared Muslims to cockroaches who should be exterminated, and you called him a civic nationalist. Why is he a civic nationalist?
why would a fascist call themselves a fascist? Wouldn't that kind of give the game away a little
do you think Navalny's a fascist?
I think that Navalny has some very bad tendencies.
Is he a
but
fascist?
I think on the whole, he's better than Putin. I don't think he's a fascist.
Wait. Putin, for all his problems and his social conservatism or whatever, which is what you're aiming at, Putin is not a racist.
Putin is not a racist. Oh, these fucking people, it makes you want to tear your fucking face off. Putin is not a racist. So we can definitely trust this motherfucker when it comes to, like, Putin not being a fascist as well, or Trump not being a fascist. Because he knows, he's the knower. He's the knower of the racisms and the fascisms. So, tankies for the win, am I right, peeps? Fucking Christ.
Navalny's a fucking racist.
Okay, hold on. Let's wait. I don't even care to get into this. Do you want to roll back to like the substantial argument you have
don't
again?
Get me wrong. Navalny's a prick as well. Navalny is a racist. Navalny does have some phenomenally problematic views. But Putin did just try and fucking kill him. Right? That's not cool. That again shows that Putin is a fascist himself. But the thing is, Russia's such a fucked up place that I don't know that there's any good option. Like, wars of the past, be they actual wars or cold wars or whatever, there was a reasonably clear delineation between sides or whatever. Whereas in Russia, who are the good guys? Like, and I don't mean that in the sense that all Russian people are bad, because they're not at all, obviously not. The point being is that in terms of the leaders who could realistically be like a challenger to Putin or whatever, who do we back there? There's no one good. It seems to me. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm by no means a Russia expert, but who's the good person in that? Who are the good guys that we can be like, yes, we definitely go for this person because this person's fucking based. Like, there's no one. It's fuckery, right? It's all fuckery. It's just, who's the worst fuckery? Well, the guy who's literally like turning Russia into a fucking dystopian shithole. And he is. Putin is turning Russia into that. It could be argued he already has. But maybe we try something else, because what's happening right now is monumentally evil. So maybe Navalny would be better, although he would still be shit, of course. Look, if Putin tried to have you killed, there might be something to you. Just a thought.
And what we were talking about?
Yeah, it all goes back to the same thing. You're picking and choosing what is or isn't fascism, and based on that, you're shilling for the liberal status quo, which is actually historically.
As a Russian, this is offensive. Okay, well, if you're actual Russian, tell me what is. Am I the one being offensive, or is someone else being offensive? I don't know. But tell me what you think of the Russian situation. Is there anyone good for Russia? Because Putin definitely fucking isn't. Definitely isn't.
Speaking, liberals, English liberal elites, are the ones who funded fascism. It was their pet fucking project. The real enemy of communism has always been the liberal elites and the liberal world order.
Give me a definition of fascism, okay?
No, see, here's the thing with BreadTube. They see, we have a meme among our infrared people. We call your definition mongering the reduction of the meaning of words to more strings of words, the Anglo box.
Oh, you were joking. Sorry, I thought I had a Russian in chat, and I was like, well, tell me about Russia. Yeah, but I don't have Russians, apparently. Yeah, so this is the thing about BreadTube. They want you to define things. And defining things is bad.
I think the meaning of words is premised by something someone wrote somewhere.
Defining a concept.
What is fascism as a historical phenomena? What historically has that word referred to in concrete terms?
I think you're
That's the question.
Don't ask me to define fascism, though. I think you're a fascist.
Why do you think I'm a fascist? You don't even know who I am. You've never even heard of infrared and you're calling me a fascist?
How do I need to know who...
How can you not have heard of infrared? Infrared's like he's rising. Ironically, like bread.
You are. If words don't need to have definitions, then just tell me who you are.
No. Words have sense, words have meaning, but that meaning and that sense is not reducible to some formalistic...
Yeah, actually, Pussy Riot are fine. Yeah, I'm down with Pussy Riot, but they're not like political candidates, aren't they? Like a band or whatever. And they like musical artists, whatever. Yeah.
Preemptive string of words that's written in a stone tablet somewhere.
Okay,
That's a ridiculous reduction of human meaning.
Oh yeah, and they're anarchists as well, aren't they, Pussy Riot? So I don't think they would want to be rulers of Russia. I've got a tiny fly attacking me. Fuck you, tiny fly.
Fucking dictionaries. Dude, where do you think people writing the dictionaries get the fucking words from that they're defining the words from? They get it from actual reality. If you're going to reduce the meaning of words to another string of words, then guess what? There's no meaning to words at all. Everything's just self-referential.
He's like a wind-up toy of derp. He's like a fucking cringy wind-up toy. Just wind him up and let him go. If you get words are just with strings of other words, and then the words are strings of words. Oh, it's never-ending compound strings of words. Yeah, like there is clearly a problem with like saying the dictionary defines X, Y, and Z as this thing, right? That's clearly right because a dictionary is just a snapshot of what the people who wrote the dictionary thought these words meant at this time. They're generally fairly accurate, but they're not absolutely set in stone. They're not perfect, right? Language develops. Unlike the fucking dipshits at the Académie Française who try to keep the French language as this never-moving, never-evolving thing. Language does. It's a beautiful, magnificent flower which opens up and evolves and becomes this incredibly complex, diverse array of different things. I think the Oxford English Dictionary and its approach to keeping the old definitions but also adding the new definitions as they go, whilst being complicated and complex, is a wonderful thing. It allows the English language to have a richness and a flexibility that very few other languages do actually have because we don't have those kind of absolutely rigid rules. But to say, therefore, that it's pointless trying to define things because they're just strings of words, eat my fucking asshole. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Tankies are some of the most infuriating people on a number of levels. I never thought I would go on a dictionary / definition of word based rant about it. I never thought I'd go on a rant about a tanky where I was invoking the Académie Française and the Oxford English Dictionary. But this is the world we now live in. 2021, you cheeky bastard.
Referential. There has to be a bit of actual reality to give meaning to the fucking words. And let me tell you something else, Vosh. Let me tell you something else, Vosh, by the way. If what you're actually...
He literally... I'm going back for that. He literally just went... What a debate tactic. It's beautiful. Well done.
Things just self-referential. There has to be a bit of actual reality to give meaning to the fucking words. And let me tell you something else, Vosh. Let me tell you something else, Vosh, by the way. If what you're actually asking,
but you're taking it to a whole nother level. You're like,
listen, if what you are asking,
face go.
Listen, if what you are asking is for me to simplify what I think fascism is, that's fine. But I'm not going to give you a definition that's going to hold for every possible context and every possible scenario. I think there's no fucking such thing. But if you want me to sum it up, I'll say this. Fascism is a historical phenomena that was that emerged in the 20s and 30s, a period that was an objective social revolution in the forces of production and in politics. You had the New Deal, you had the British welfare state, you had social democracy, and then you had Soviet communism. All of these were united by...
He's an idiot. What is he talking about? Fascism. He's talking about the British welfare state and the New Deal, which both existed after fascism had come about. Albeit in the case of the New Deal, only really just beforehand. But Mussolini was in since the 20s, wasn't he? So, like... But it's just ridiculous. What is he talking about? It's got nothing to do with fascism. Or at least not to do with the start of fascism. You could argue it's got something to do with the development of it. But this isn't a definition of fascism in the slightest. It really isn't.
By the fact that there was some kind of objective social revolution defining the era. Fascism was specifically Fascism, this is how it sum up fascism. Ready? Fascism is liberalism. Fascism is liberalism as it enters into a contradiction with itself.
Time out. Let's analyze those words for a second. Liberalism, fascism, I should say, is liberalism when it enters into a contradiction with itself. I don't know about you, chap. I'm beginning to sense that our good friend, Infrared, might be an absolute fucking moron. Can I get some M's in chat for moron, please, people? Let's do this. This is fucking nonsense. This person is an unbelievably stupid human being. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Fascism is the psychosis of liberalism. The psychosis of liberalism. The liberal order of the 19th century and liberal democracy objectively collapsed in this period of the 20s and the 30s. Right?
So what is a fascist government like? Like, give me some characteristics.
You just look at the example of most of these things are on the surface, Vosh. Nazi Germany called itself fascist, so did Italy. So it's kind of something on the surface. Look at those governments.
Characteristics. Like, give me like some characteristics. Like, what I'm looking at a fascist government. What does it look like? Paint a picture for me.
So Nazi Germany and Italy, you want me to paint a picture of those governments?
Yeah, well, no, not just those two, but fascism in general.
Well, you're trying to create an abstraction that doesn't actually exist in reality, but is something that exists in thin air. Listen, your idealism, Vosh, you're an idealist. You believe that there's some abstract criterion of it's an eternal platonic idea or some shit that's actually manifesting itself in reality.
Are you aware of what any of the words you're using mean?
Yes, I am.
There we go. That's the question to ask. Do you have any idea what these words mean? No, he fucking doesn't. No, he doesn't. He paid $200 for this. What? No way. Execution, is that real? He paid $200 for this to go on with Vosh. Seriously? Oh, that's what he... Oh, yeah. In the debate with Destiny, at the start, he said he was going about the lies that are being told about me. I didn't pay a single penny to Vosh, blah, blah, blah. But you're saying he paid $200 to debate Vosh. He gave Vosh $200. No way. Fucking... Oh, wow, we've got a fucking moron on our hands, people. We've got a real deal maker. He's rising.
Call my bluff. Call my bluff, Vosh. Vosh, unlike Vosh, listen, Vosh. Unlike you, Vosh, unlike you, I know what I'm talking about. I don't actually grift for socialism and shit. I've been researching.
No, you do the opposite of grift. You pay to go on and make yourself look a fool.
For almost a decade, I know what I'm talking about when I talk about Marxism and all these fucking topics.
I tell you what,
you don't.
I don't mind the yelling.
I tell you what, Infrared, you can come on my show for $10. Knock down special price just for you, okay? $10. Chatty $10, okay? That's what we're talking about here, people. Let's do this.
It has to be back and forth. It can't just be one way or it's not fun.
Okay.
It has to be back. We'll wait for a bit. I think you stopped talking. Okay, you here, dude?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. So, okay, I've unmuted you. So this is only fun for me if it's like a little back and forth. I'll give you like 70-30. You can take the 70, but I got to get at least 30.
Okay, have your 30. What's your 30? Tell me your 30.
Tell me your 30. Look, he's giving him 30% of the time.
So first of all, my question is, and this is important, do you have any idea what any of these words mean? Because saying that I'm trying to invoke an abstraction by asking you for concrete definitions of what...
What's so concrete about it?
the opposite of an abstraction.
Tell me what's so concrete about this definition you're asking for. There's nothing concrete about it. You're not asking me to locate something in actual reality. You're asking me to locate a string of words that applies to every single circumstance in every possible fucking way. Listen, Voss, let me tell you something. Isn't it kind of curious that? Isn't it kind of curious? Isn't it okay, Voss? For example. Voss, for example, isn't it kind of curious that if you define fascism preemptively in the way you're saying, you can fucking apply it to the Soviet Union, to China, to North Korea, to...
Yes, you can. That's precisely the point. Yes, you can.
Communist states as well. What?
That is kind of curious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because you're prejudiced by Anglo-Saxon liberalism, according to which everything outside of liberalism equals fascism. That's why you call...
This man hates identity politics, apparently. This man thinks identity politics is like Western bourgeois shit. But he's like, you white Anglo-Saxon liberal. I love it. I want to hug him. But also put a sock in his mouth. Just to shut him up and just be like, no, it's okay. Infrared, it's okay. We can get past this. Just cry. Cry the pain away. It's okay. It's okay.
Every non-Western, every non-Anglo-Saxon white person a fucking
you
fascist.
Must think very little
you called me a fascist. You called me a fascist, Voss.
You are a
You
fascist.
detect in my fucking voice I'm an Arab, and you called me a fascist because you're a fucking
You can't
racist.
You can't detect that at all. You don't really sound like an Arab at all. Certainly not the Arabs that I've known in my life. Now, obviously, Arab is a rather broad geographic sweep, so they're going to have different accents. But you don't sound like an Arab to me. It's all right.
You're a Western chauvinist, right?
No, I don't see race. I just assume that you
don't,
were
but you
Asian.
believe in American unipolar imperialism and the American boot that's down on the fucking necks of the peoples of the world in the name of defending against fascism. And you accuse the forces of world anti-imperialism of being fascist, and you slander them on this basis. What a despicable thing, Vosh. How
Yeah, and also Arabs can be
politics
fascist,
right
of
now.
course,
Hey,
yeah.
you said that. Hold on, wait. I'm getting it now. You said that liberalism is when it meets a contradiction. It's fascist.
Yes.
And
do I need liberalism? So according to you,
I need to mute you because I'm on a brain blast right now. So you said
I need
that,
to mute you.
You are not a liberal, but you're engaging in liberal identity politics. So there's a contradiction there. So you're a liberal engaging in a contradiction. You're a fascist, bro. Now I know.
Okay.
Boom.
Hey, guess what?
Guess what? Definition through showing, not telling.
Hey, guess what, dumbass? Vosh, you muted me because you know I'm gonna demolish you when you unmute
because
me.
I wanted to preserve.
Am I unmuted? Am I unmuted? Am I unmuted? Am I unmuted?
You're not muted. You're unmuted.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Let me respond to that, Vosh. First of all, the idea that you need to be a liberal to...
Also, no, he's just been subscribed to there. Oh, I've got dust in my throat. He's just, this motherfucker Infrared, just Polish Nationalist 69 just followed him. Yeah, Jewish people can be fascists, absolutely. I would point you in the direction of Benjamin Netanyahu for precisely that example.
Recognize Anglo-Saxon chauvinism and white supremacy is a joke. It's almost quite the contrary, actually. Oftentimes, what you're calling liberal identity politics is actually a vehicle for Anglo-Saxon chauvinism and white supremacy to disguise itself in opportunistic terms. Second of all, this is my fucking issue
with her.
This is my issue with your definition mongering, Vosh. And you know when you let me speak, I'm gonna beat you. You are demolished. You are wrecked. I am beating you right now. Chat,
You're
witness
demolished,
the downfall of your
you're
titan.
wrecked.
Infrared is rising. It's an objective fact. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Infrared is rising. Can I get some art in the chat for rising? Let's fucking do this.
I told you fascism is liberalism psychosis, and you said
you
this
didn't.
Must be an alternative. Every time there's any type of possible what I qualify as a contradiction, that must mean that you're fat. You're trying to see. This is how you fucking breadtube Destiny fucking B tier Destiny fucking YouTubers and content creators. You just copied off of Destiny's fucking style.
B for big dick.
Listen. Listen. Destiny's whole fucking axiomatic, systemic, whatever fucking thing, you're trying to make that compatible with socialism. Destiny is actually right when he's debating all of you fucking people. He's actually the consistent one. You're trying to mingle in Marxism and socialism, all this kind of shit with that, and Destiny's just the more fucking consistent one. That's why he wrecks all of you breadtube people in fucking debates. Whenever I watch a debate between...
No, he's not. When I say he's rising, I mean like he's going upwards. He doesn't work with Crystal Ball. He's nowhere near as right-wing as Saga. Boom.
When you guys in Destiny's always won. Can you
Am I right or wrong? Or is the English language derivative of Eurocentric colonialism? Is this motherfucker speaking English at me right now? Is that unironic?
See, Vosh. This is the fucking point, Vosh. The reason you defend child pornography is because you don't understand you don't understand that meaning can't be reducible in this robotic, mechanical fucking way to more strings of words. So based on this abstract robotic arithmetic of yours, you found equivalences to lead you to the conclusion that actually there's nothing wrong with holding child pornography, because you know what? You're actually having computers from the middle of Central Africa. Therefore, I can say a sociopathic, completely antisocial, fucking anti-human being. And it fucking all works out. Is that what meaning means to you? Is that what meaning means to you? You lost, Vosh. You lost. It's a wrap. I won Vosh's chat. I just beat your fucking daddy. How does it feel?
I just beat your fucking daddy. How can you not milk a lol cow this uddery? Uddery is a word. I've invented it. It's fine. What was the word I invented earlier? Dabberant, or whatever it was. Dabberant and uddery. 2 new words. But you can't define them because that's just strings of words. Booyah!
How does it feel? How does it feel? Infrared is rising. How does it feel? Tell me how it feels, Vosh.
It feels like I'm cringing and it hurts, so I think you are winning.
Vosh. Infrared. You just made us fucking viral. You propelled us into the stratosphere by letting me on. You don't know where we came from, Vosh. You disrespected Caleb. It only took a crazy guy like me to teach you not to fuck. Not to fuck with people, not to mess with people, not to
He's a
disrespect
Caleb
people.
stan.
Like
He's a Burger King stan. Outrageous behaviour.
how you did with Caleb. I'm not Caleb. Caleb's a nice guy, Vosh.
Caleb's
You're not
a
gonna
bitch.
do it with
Shut
me
up.
like how you did to Caleb. You understand, Vosh? I'm not Caleb. I'm not Caleb.
He's not listening, you
He
dickhead.
muted me. What happened, Vosh? What happened? He left. He left. He left.
Full of people like that. Probably a troll, though. That guy really did sound like John Zerka, though. You guys know who John Zerka is? He's a Twitch streamer.
He surrendered.
I think he follows me.
He surrendered.
But John Zerka's like this.
Vosh surrendered. Vosh fucking surrendered. 150 viewers. He surrendered. Fucking Gorillas and Sons in the chat. He surrendered. Gorillas and Sons in the chat. Vosh surrendered.
Like the Chad life.
I defeated you guys.
Fucking kill me.
He fucking lost.
You totally lose. Yeah, I got blown out there. Whew. I got blown out volume-wise, at least. That was Cancer Vosh. I'm genuinely in pain. How much do I have to pay for this sadism? Well,
I beat your Vosh, all you fucking Vosh simps in the chat. Vosh is done. Infrared is rising. Marxism, Leninism in the age of multipolarity.
Deeply, deeply.
Marxism, Leninism in the age of multipolarity. That is some mighty fine word salad, my friend.
Fair.
We beat him.
We beat him. That is the fucking Vichy Swires or whatever it's called. That is the fucking Waldorf of word salads.
Beat him. Would have been a great time. Do you think there was any possibility to bring up any topic of conversation?
We beat him. We beat your fucking idol. Your Titan.
We beat him. We beat him.
We didn't even get to the premise setting up an argument.
We beat him.
We didn't even get.
We beat him. Wowzer. Anyway, did I swallow dust at some point? Is this the revenge of the tiny fly? I don't know. Anyway, Tanky obliterates socialism done left. So that was your taster. That was your little starter to the main course, which is this thing, which I haven't seen yet. So I don't know if it gets as spicy in this one, but it says Tanky obliterates socialism done left. So everyone go and subscribe to Socialism Done Left and say, R.I.P. Rest in peace, dear Socialism Done Left. You've been obliterated, you've been blown out, You've been destroyed, frankly. It's a shame.
Let's accept this call.
Hey,
Hello, hey, what's up? So I'm looking at your stream, and it says debating a tanky troll. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of a different tone than what, like our exchange through the DMs, don't you think?
I don't think our DMs had much of tonality to them.
Yeah, but I was being polite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he's showing the evidence on his screen. Yeah, I mean, exactly.
What's he saying?
But how is that trolling?
He says, I want to swoop in and take some of SDL viewers, so it was slightly different approach. I want to show them dialectics is superior. Can't go full beast mode.
Is that trolling?
Well, how was he obliterated him without going full beast mode? That doesn't make any sense. Ugh.
That's not. I mean, I guess if you want to say that clout chasing and being an idiot for viewers isn't trolling, then sure.
I'm a
it's
fucking
not.
idiot. You're a cuck little bitch. You call me a fucking idiot. You want to keep that way? You want to keep calling us names? You won't win this fight. I promise you won't win.
You're a cuck
Okay,
little
then we'll
bitch.
go out.
Like, what a petty, childish person. Like, you literally just said, you're a bit of a troll, and you went, you're a cuck little bitch. It's like someone, it's like someone going, yeah, you're a bit silly, aren't you? And he's going, I'm going to fucking kill your family and skin your dog. Ah.
That way. So
Okay,
you
let's
wanna talk
not.
about gun
I advise
control,
you
right?
not to go that way. I'll make you look like a little bitch in front of all your viewers. So let's
I have
focus on the
taken your
substance.
advice, and I'm now pivoting, right? Because I'm a weak little beta boy, and I'm pivoting.
You
over
are.
to gun
Exactly.
control.
That's exactly what the fuck you are. So let's get to the substance. Get to the meat and potatoes. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
So we talked about maybe gun control.
Sure, anything. Literally anything. Anything.
No, Lenin did talk about cocks. He did, absolutely. In his famous treatise, The State and Cookery. That's, and imperialism, the last stage of cuckoldery, was definitely a thing he wrote. I remember it well. This man is 100% Marxist-Leninist, 100% Stalinist, 100% Maoist, 100% tanky. He is 400%.
Sure, buddy. What's your take on guns?
I think you're a little pussy and you're a cuck if you're going in public and saying, we need to take people's guns. That's what I think.
You think so?
Yes, I
do. You
do.
think that would be a convincing argument to persuade people on their position about guns? Like, if
No,
you went up
actually,
to people and you were
Socialism
like,
Done
hey,
Left.
I'm actually this streamer online, and I talked to this guy called Socialism Done Left, and he's a beta, and he's like reformist, and he's just so.
No, I don't need to convince anybody, dude. People are not going to give up their fucking guns. They're not going to give up their guns, you fucking idiot. I don't need to convince them through you. I don't need to use you. I don't need to use you. I don't need to use you.
Hang on, I thought you were an Arab. Are you Arab American? Is that the thing? I don't know what you mean. He's confusing me. Thank you to Lazago who donated $1. Again, streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875 for your super chats, because YouTube have demonetized me because I'm so unbelievably pog. So, on the Twitches, we have had many questions about the flag, mostly from the Spanish contingent. Tell us the story, Balamori. Oh, you want to know about my flag? The flag itself. Hang on. Do I go camera? There we go. So I'll move off screen for this. Hang on, which way? No, I can't. Why can't I do that? I don't know. Anyway, the flag is it says 15 Brigadier International. So that's the 15th. That's the International Brigade, and no Passaran. And the red triangle is the symbol of the International Brigades. The International Brigades were, as they would suggest, international people, so people from around the world. They're Americans, Brits, French people, Canadians, Australians, South Americans, all sorts, who went and fought for the Socialist Republic in, the Republic, the Socialists, in Spain during the Spanish Civil War, just before the Second World War. And the International Brigades. No Passaran literally means none shall pass, which was like the phrase that was used. It was their kind of war cry that no fascists would be allowed through. That individual flag actually has something of an interesting story to it as well, because that flag was given to me by the communist mayor of a town called Blaque, which is just outside Paris. I went to a thing called the Fête Humanitaire, which is an internationalist socialist event in Paris, or just outside Paris, the Gare du Nord, where they hold like this massive international event. I actually met Che Guevara's daughter. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I couldn't speak Spanish and she didn't speak English, so we just said hola and left. Anyway, but she was nice. What else was I going to say? Anyway, yeah. So I was like 16, 17. I think I'm right in saying it was the first time I'd ever been abroad. No, I'd been to Ireland, which is technically abroad, but I never really considered it abroad because it's a fucking little boat ride. Anyway, doesn't matter. But the first time I'd been to like a non-English speaking place, anyway. So I went to this place, and we were staying in this guy, like, I can't remember his fucking name. He's probably dead now because this was like nearly 20 years ago. The town of Blaque, which had the communist mayor at the time, and his like kind of mayoral residence, which wasn't like a particularly big place, but it was like bigger than most places in the little town. Anyway, and we were staying there with loads of these socialist youth people, and there were people from like Bolivia and fucking Russia and all sorts, and they were getting stoned and fucking. It was like the last days of Rome for a 16-year-old kid from the back streets of Birmingham. It was like a mad fucking. It was like it was unbelievable. I was both exhilarated and fucking terrified at the same time. Anyway, so it was dope as fuck. And anyway, as we were leaving, he was like handing out bits and bobs. So like, there was literature, there was books and fucking flags and blah, blah, all the rest of it. And he gave me that, and I had it in a box for about 10 years. And then when I started doing streaming, I was like, I need something in the background. So it's colourful and it's cool. So that's the story of that flag. It's an interesting flag on 2 levels. You're very welcome. Also, one of the few flags in history to have purple in it, which is nice.
Because no one cares about you. You're the one who's gonna fail to take people's guns is the point. You live in America or no?
Of course, my dude.
Okay, so you live in America, then you should know better. You're not going to get this under control. You're not going to take people's guns. And but all this is assuming you're Biden anyway. You don't have any power socialism done left. How are you going to actually seize people's guns? Just because you abstractly think it's a good idea doesn't mean you have the material means to realize this good idea. And that's really the problem with empiricism in general now, is it? Because all you do is
So presumably you want to change people to believe what you believe, right? Because right now almost nobody's a revolutionary.
First of all, I didn't say anything about revolution. Right? I didn't say a goddamn thing about revolution right now. You're making assumptions. Yes, I am a tanky.
Oh, so you're a non-revolutionary tanky. You're a reformer.
Do you know what revolution means? It means revolution isn't something you convince people towards. Revolution is something that emerges.
Indeed, viva la Quinta Brigada. Quite so.
Objectively, building a movement and recognizing the inevitability of revolution are different things.
Right?
Building a movement and recognizing the inevitability of a revolution is different things.
What's the garage here?
Revolution.
I've got a small, weak little soy boy like brain. I don't understand here. So what's the garage?
What's the what?
Well, just what's the garage?
What garage?
Well, you said the revolution emerges from something, right? So what does it emerge from?
I said revolutions are objective. They're not something you voluntarily convince people to do. They arise at specific moments of time.
So do you think a revolution could happen in a country where 100% of people oppose socialism? Like a socialist revolution would win?
Right now, probably not. What are you asking, though?
Wait, right now? No, we're just talking in a country where 100% of people hate socialism.
Yeah, well, you focus on superficial ideologies. I think people don't have a sense of what the meaning of socialism is.
Well, that's basically true, but that doesn't actually stop the point he's making. So,
Thanks to stupid establishment cucks like you who deceive them. Thanks to cucks and establishment little bitches like you who deceive them. You want to be hostile and be passive aggressive, you little pussy? Don't fucking talk to me that way, little boy. Don't talk to me like that, little boy.
Wait, I mean, now you've got me a little heated. Like, some blood's going to my cheeks, calling me a little
Get heated. You better get heated, boy. The era of passive aggressive, fucking...
I bet this guy makes for some absolutely epic rough sex. I bet he'd toss you around like a rag doll, wouldn't he? He'd probably come very quickly, but just saying, yeah.
Oh God! Oh,
listen, you got 80 viewers. Nice. You got 30K subscribers, 80 viewers. I got double. How does it feel?
Getting a little bit of, I'm kind of liking this. Do you do this like all the time, or is it just on stream?
Because you can't debate me on anything substantive. You can't debate me on anything substantive. You began this interaction by calling me names. I didn't call you any names. You called me a fucking idiot. You started the tone of this. Anyone who wants to call me crazy, I don't care. I am crazy. You.
You would want to call me crazy. I don't fucking care. I am crazy. Wow, that is. I think his brain might be so big that we can't comprehend. We can't comprehend like how incredibly smart the thing he just said was. I think that must be it. That must be true, right? It couldn't just be that he's just a fucking lunatic. No, I think he's playing like 10-dimensional chess underwater with handcuffs on. He's a genius.
Want to be crazy? I'll be crazy too. I think it's fucking crazy that you began our fucking encounter by calling me fucking names. How about that?
That's a really good point. I think that one thing that's a sign of being the bigger man is being able to take an insult and then move on from it.
No, I'm not going to take an insult because I'm sick of you passive-aggressive breadtube motherfuckers. You're going to know to put some respect on us tankies. You're not going to have your little fucking insulting remarks. I'm a fucking human being. You talk to me like a human being or I'm going beast mode on your bitch ass. How about
He said you couldn't go beast mode. You're breaking your own rules.
that?
Do you think that this is how normal humans talk? Like when
I don't give a fuck, bitch. You call me a fucking idiot in real life, I'll slap that fucking smile right off your dumbass face. Call me a...
Oh, internet tough guys. They're the funniest, aren't they? Yeah, you step up to me, I'm gonna slap you in the face and then fucking pistol whip your grandma. Fuck yeah. Idiot. Fucking idiot.
A fucking idiot in real life, I'll slap that dumbass smile off your fucking face.
$100.42. And you're like, oh, I don't have that money, but I'm gonna go beast mode on your ass. Do you think that's how it works?
Listen, you clearly sheltered and isolated. You don't know how to respect people is your fucking problem. You never got your fucking ass beat is your fucking problem. You think you could just disrespect people and call them idiots out of nowhere?
So are you admitting that you got your ass beat and that's why you are the way you are? Do you think they shook anything?
You need an ass beating, my friend. You need that awakening. I don't need that awakening.
I'm glad we got to this guy early because there's no way he doesn't get fucking banned from YouTube very quickly. God damn.
You do.
Wait, so you got your ass...
You want to debate about substance or you want to dilly-dally around the point? Because you know I'm smarter than you, I'm more well-read than you, and more educated and more knowledgeable than you, and you want to keep dilly-dallying around the fucking point because you know I'm going to fuck you up. You want to get to the point or no? You want to keep talking about my demeanor and my tone?
That's actually a really good point. So I asked you a question, right? How are you going to do a socialist revolution in a country where 100% of people don't support
your question is flawed. I'm not going to voluntarily initiate a revolution. I'm talking about clarifying the objective.
I'm not going to voluntarily initiate a revolution. He really doesn't understand words, does he? I don't think he understands words. He just wants to sound intelligent. But he's not clever enough to even fake it. Which is embarrassing for him, really.
Contradictions as they actually exist in reality. For example, a measure of that is the fact that the barrier to entry to recognizing there's a contradiction between the establishment and the people does not require any Marxism or Marxism-Leninism whatsoever. Therefore, it's a sign it's something objective in actual reality.
So you think the fact
Marxist-Leninists want to clarify the real movement, and the real existing struggle is what Marxist-Leninists want to clarify, not create their own from scratch premised on the basis of, let's all do...
Great audio here. Absolutely superb audio. Yeah, it is unsynced because this is on Infrared's channel and he just took a screen grab of Socialism Done Left's stream. So that there's a 15-second delay or whatever. Like it's interesting times.
Do a revolution. That's not how fucking revolutions happen. Do you have anything else to say, my friend?
I think the way you're deep throwing that mic would really...
Yeah, keep dilly-dallying away from the point, because I just fucked your point up. I just fucking wiped the floor with you. I wiped the fucking floor with you, and you want to dilly-dally away from the fucking point.
He doesn't want to dilly-dally, he wants to get homoerotic with it. And I, for one, am here for it. Thank you to Sophia Christina Botha. Go and subscribe to Sophia Christina Botha. on YouTube. She is awesome. Anyway, she's a fantastic trans creator streamer on YouTube. And they say, thought tanky support female equality, yet this tanky can't stop with the misogynistic abuse. True. They like to point out certain things that the Soviet Union did about women's rights, but they don't seem to support women's rights now. Interesting. And thank you to Snowstorm the Fox for following.
How about that?
And thank you to everyone else for following, but I can't be bothered reading the 100+ people that followed. But thank you, and thank you to Mike from PA.
And I am taking your viewers, by the way. I am taking your viewers one way or another. I am more entertaining than you. They will like me better than they like you, even if they're not willing to admit it now. I'm simply more entertaining than you, and I have better content than you. You want to keep talking about nothing? You want to get...
This is amazing. This your amazing vocal skills are matched by your audio skills too. Superb stuff. Superb. Oh, thank you to Deep Dish Bard, who gifted subscribe people month things. I'm good at this. 5 subscriptions to people. Thank you on their behalf. You are awesome.
Back to substance. And all you fucking do, listen, bitch, if you want to cut me off, you have to be the alpha male. You're not an alpha male, you're a little beta boy. You're not going to cut me off in a debate. So if you want to speak over me, when I'm trying to explain a point, you better have the fucking balls to back it up. You don't, you little soy boy cuck. So shut the fuck up and you let me speak when we have this discussion.
He is just a Nazi, isn't he? This guy, he's not even really NazBol at this point.
Otherwise, you're not going to win this
There's
game
no
of
ball.
dominance. You're not going to win this game of dominance, little boy. You're not.
No, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was trying to agree, right?
No, you weren't. I was trying to explain my point. I was trying to explain my point, and you keep cutting me off.
I was just trying to agree that I think it's much more entertaining, right? Like, do you prefer to watch like a really smart guy giving college lecture? No, disgusting. But look at all
Get to the point. Get to the point. I'm not here to exchange niceties with you. I'm not.
Well, look, for the people in the chat who are like, get this guy on the channel, I've named my price. $10, and he can come on my channel. For $20, I'll come on him. Hey-o.
I'm here to exchange niceties with you. Now you want to set the tone up.
The new people are going to think I'm gay. And they can think that if they want.
You, and don't worry, I'm going to eat you for fucking breakfast. I'm going to destroy you. So let's get to the substantive points to prove that.
So you said that the fact that people haven't read Marxism, Leninism, and they still participate in revolutions is proof that it's objective?
It's proof. Yes, it's proof that revolutions are not premised by the subjective will from Marxist-Leninists to initiate revolutions.
I am bad at this capitalism
even though I'm
thing.
a Marxist-Leninist, it doesn't mean I think it's my subjective will to want a revolution that's actually responsible for the ones that happen in actual reality. That was my fucking point, and that's how I qualified objectivity, you empiricist fucking idiot. You don't know shit about...
You empiricist idiot. There you go. There you go. Numbers are wrong. And I can prove that with not numbers.
About philosophy. I'll wipe the floor with you about this empiricism business. You want to go down that route or no?
Okay.
Keep laughing. Keep laughing, my friend. I'm the fucking Joker. I laugh more than you. And you sound like him is the difference, though. You sound like a fucking high-pitched Joker laugh little bitch. Is your fucking problem.
The fuck is wrong with this guy?
I honestly think, how does anyone listen to this fucking guy? This is who leftists listen to? This is who fucking leftists listen to?
I think you could unironically pivot to doing something like Germa, and in like this voice, like the same energy.
Get to the point. Get to the point. I want to destroy you in front of your viewers. Get to the point. I want to destroy you in front of your viewers. Get to the point. I've been destroying you on every substantive point. I want more points. I want to throw more meat to my fucking chat. More destroying of your points. Go on. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
Okay. Sure. So the mere fact that people don't have to be Marxist-Leninists to participate in a revolution doesn't prove that revolutions don't, in part or in whole, come from the beliefs of said people.
You don't think beliefs are objective? You don't think beliefs are objective? There's an objectivity of beliefs? Because you're an empiricist fucking idiot.
He is the Joker, baby.
You think the only objective things actually are substantive objects that are outside of humanity. I think humanity is itself something objective, and human beliefs also have an objectivity as well. They're part of objective reality. Beliefs are part of objective reality. This is why Anglo-Saxon empiricism and liberalism socialism is on the decline.
Anglo-Saxon empiricism. This, without knowing it, this apparently Western liberal identity politics guy has just identity politicsed himself into saying that people who aren't Anglo-Saxon are illogical. Like, literally, he's saying empiricism is Anglo-Saxon and that's bad. We non-Anglo-Saxons prefer to just fucking randomly guess at stuff. Maybe. Just, yeah, maybe the Earth does go around the sun. That'll do. Fuck it. Like, what are you talking about? You're like, I mean, you claim to be an Arab. Okay, that's fine. You if you're an Arab, that's absolutely fine. Arabs, like, invented so much of what we now know as, like, the basis of modern mathematics, which is the kind of language of empiricism. Like, that happened. They invented minus numbers. They literally did that. There was a time when minus numbers weren't a thing. They made them. Like, the Chinese invented loads of cool shit that is to do with, like, empiricism and stuff as well. There's loads of great examples of this, like Anglo-Saxon empiricism. Eat my fucking asshole.
Because you have metaphysics from the 17th century that is completely fucking dissolving and crumbling, and people like you are the ones who are going crazy over it.
Did he say crumbling? Because he doesn't have a big R at all there, so I don't, or small R, whatever it's called. I don't
just sound crazy because I'm reflecting that fact.
That cat wants to get out the door as well. I can see that. Can we all see that? Is that on the screen? There he is, look. That cat wants to get out. Come on there. What's my cat doing? Oh, he's sleeping over in the corner. I'll get him on screen later. We'll see the boy. Don't worry.
Act upon you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if you agree that opinions are objective and that the opinions of the people objectively determine which way a revolution will go, then don't you agree that you need to change people's minds to agree with you?
No, because changing people's minds, because people's minds and people's so-called opinions are not premised by their consciousness. There's also things like the unconscious, and the unconscious, is indexed by material reality and material relations of production. It's not all on the fucking.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What are you doing? What are you doing? Going closer to the microphone doesn't improve the sound, you stupid bastard. It also does. It makes you louder, but it makes you more difficult to understand. No, I don't think he. I mean, I can understand. Thank you, Joe. By the way, you massive cup. Yeah, I haven't fucking forgotten about you. Jesus Christ, some people. Can I get some C's in chat for Joe being a cup? Outrageous. But I can understand. Anyway, that for the new people that won't make any sense. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. Joe asks, is he mistaking imperialism for empiricism? Now I can understand why someone would why you might think that, because he is dumb enough to definitely do that, and his use of words is so phenomenally imprecise that that makes sense, like logically, why that would happen, right? Why you might think that, but I don't think he is mistaking that. A lot of C's in chat there, Joe. Everyone knows what you've become. He says, "Fuck you, Kevin." Correct. Anyway. I am stupid. Anyway, no, I don't think he is mistaking empiricism for imperialism. I think he's literally saying that, like, he's trying to muddle up stuff to do with objectivity and subjectivity and stuff. He's oh my God, he's just. I don't even quite understand what he thinks he's trying to achieve with this. Because you can do fascism from, or at least partly fascism from, like, an empirical point of view. You can pretend it's scientific. But he's not even doing that. He's doing some sort of weird woo-woo fascism or something. Also, it just seems maybe like he's being kind of racist against, like, everyone. Like, he's saying, oh yeah, non-white people, or non-Anglo-Saxons, which I think he's using Anglo-Saxon as, like, a synonym for white people, basically, or white Western people. So I think he's saying white people are bad because science, or something, but also therefore implying that brown people are stupid or something. Oh, we've got cat. Where are we? Camera. There we go. The boy. What you doing, Rickens? He just woke up. He looks grumpy because he just woke up. And you probably want to go for a wee or a poo, don't you? Don't you, Rickens? Anyway, I've got to go let him out now.
A matter of fucking consciousness, you fucking idiot. It's not all a matter of intellectuals debating in the battlefield of ideas. There's unconscious forces that exist in reality. Althusser thought ideology was unconscious. So why are you talking about beliefs? Why do you think persuading the masses is the same as making you look like a cuck on stream? Me talking to YouTubers is not the same as persuading the masses. The masses, let me tell you something, don't cut me off. Don't fucking cut me off. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let me speak. I don't hear what you're saying. I don't know who you're saying it for. Your audience can't hear you either. Let me finish my fucking point. For example, the masses who are watching this are not paying attention to the surface level consciousness and rationality level points. They're focusing on the fact that you look like a little soy boy bitch and I'm dominating you, and even within this realm of rational discussion, my points are better
dominating.
than yours. Every fucking point you're raising, I'm demolishing and knocking down, and I have the fucking demeanor and personality to show for it. That's what the masses see. They don't only see the side of conscious reason and facts and empirical data, they also see the profoundly unconscious aspects, and that's what you empiricist cucks don't fucking understand. You don't
Empiricist cucks. Empiricist cucks. Okay, interesting. I'll be honest, I am cucked to the numbers, and that is true. I do think science and stuff are good. That is true. Thank you to the Skeeter 420, Blaze it obviously, for following. Thank you to Unlucky Clover, Rob 1010, and Fungi Grid for following. And Jaconti Bollock says, I called myself a Puritan when I meant purist. We've all fucked up words.
Understand that just because the subjective is part of objectivity and human belief is part of the objective world, that doesn't mean that human belief premises what it itself is. Belief is not premised by what people believe. Belief is something profoundly unconscious in addition to being conscious.
That's actually a really good point. So since we agree that the unconsciousness can be changed by propaganda and persuasion,
it cannot voluntarily be changed because that presupposes a guy like me occupies a position of enunciation that is outside of the popular unconscious. I cannot pretend like I'm outside of the popular unconscious because I'm just as much delivered to it. All I can do is...
Yeah, the mic thing is so annoying. Just... Look, and it's clearly a good enough mic that when it's away from him, he can say it, and that's fine. Like, you can say the thing and you can understand him, but this is just annoying. Stop.
Submit. All an individual can do.
Literally, I need something to do. Well, like, this happened to me when I was debating this one really weird...
Get to the point. I want to get to the fucking points.
15, 20 minutes, right? And his whole shtick was that India hadn't been, like, colonized. And he would just, like, talk on end. He'd be like, if you simply look at this document, and he'd just go on and on. This guy is the same shtick, but just slightly stupider, because he just hasn't even read history. He's just talking about how much of a gorilla brain he is.
What are you talking about? What the fuck does anything you have to say have to do with the train of thought and conversation as it's been developing? Go on, explain how it's similar.
All right, so you don't think the subconscious can ever be changed?
The unconscious does change, but it cannot be changed in a voluntaristic way. No, because you are just as much delivered to it. You are just as much immersed, you are just as much beholden to those unconscious forces as anyone else. So you're not a fucking scientist with a lab coat who's going to manipulate people's feelings and ideas outside of them. That's not...
Although, I'll tell you what, he makes me feel good Infrared, because finally I found someone on YouTube with worse audio than me. So that's good. I mean, come on now. I'm not bottom of the pile. So, good stuff.
That's not how it fucking works. No, it's not.
Okay, so what can change it? Do you think propaganda can, like the Soviet agitator?
You are still thinking in terms of Soviet propaganda. Soviet propaganda does not merely change what people believe. It participates in a common discursive.
Oh yeah, by the way, in terms of Christy, and for the new people, Christy's a person I co-host a show with called The Happy Hour, which we usually do Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, but today she's not around because it's her birthday. And we're going to party like it's her birthday. We're going to sip Bacardi like it's her birthday. That's not true. Those are lines of a song. Anyway, but it is her birthday. So if you want to, go to @KWWintie. That's WINTIE on Twitter. Also go and subscribe to her YouTube channel. But go on the Twitter and wish her a happy 28th birthday. It's not her 28th birthday, but wish her a 28th birthday, happy birthday anyway. Because I want her to be slightly confused why like 50 people have gone and said that to her. I want to mess with her brain. That's what I do. I'm a strange person. It's all good.
Space of meaning in which people's beliefs are actively suspended. That's the fucking difference, or you're too stupid to understand what I'm saying. I thought I'm the gorilla brain. Aren't you you have a fucking book as your profile picture. That string of words didn't make sense to you? You academic, educated guy? That string of words didn't make sense to you? Well, it would make sense to anyone who's actually educated and not a fucking poser going on the internet, and all this internet bullshit is about confidence. But the difference with me, my friend, is I know what I'm talking about. And that.
No, you don't. That's really nakedly obvious, is that you don't. You don't do that. You haven't done the reading. You don't know what these things mean. If you debated him, would you try to have nuclear debate or take the challenge and try to befriend him and reach common ground on Spanish Civil War? Oh no, I'd just tell him he's a cunt. I'd just go straight for the, no, you're a fucking prick, mate. I don't dance around on... For anyone who's new, by the way, and I'm answering a question from a new person on the Twitches. No, I'm not going to stand on ceremony and be like, maybe we can reach some common ground. No, this guy's a prick. And I'd just say, you, my friend, are a fucking prick. You're obviously... You're obviously completely, like, full of it. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on these things. You don't know what the fucking words mean, you dopey prick. Like, there's no fucking way in this world. There's no way in this world I would do anything other than just scream at him. But, you know, whatever.
That's why you fucking people fear me.
I am truly fearing you.
You do fear me. I can detect your fear, by the way. Behind your attempt to laugh and be smug and shit, I do detect the fear in your voice.
Oh, and by the way, that's not to say that I don't try and reach common ground with like people in general. Like, if there's a leftist out there who I don't get on with or whatever, I'm more than happy to debate and try and talk through issues. But this guy's just a fucking fascist. Like, I'm not interested in talking sensibly or amicably with this fucking dirt box. Jesus.
Do detect the fear in your voice, my friend.
Wait, so it's possible not only to detect the subconscious, but to change it.
I didn't say anything about the subconscious, you fucking idiot. I detect your fear, and I didn't say anything about changing it voluntarily.
Wait, you think fear is conscious?
I'm being myself, and you fear me.
Wait, are you going to argue that fear is a fully conscious?
Yes, it is, but I didn't say anything that your fear that I'm detecting is this.
Someone sent me a thing. Algal virus found in humans slows brain activity. Are you suggesting I have that, or that Infrared has that? Could be both.
When I detect your fear, that is not the same as detecting the popular unconscious. When I detect your fear, that is not the same as detecting the popular unconscious. No, it's not the fucking same thing, but you keep trying to get me with these gotchas, and I keep fucking you, and fucking you, and fucking you. What do you have to say to really respond to anything I've said? What do you have to say?
I think, at this point, it's probably to my benefit, so I don't fucking die from laughing.
I detect the fear behind your laughter. You're not really laughing, you little cuck. You're not really laughing, you little cuck. You're pretending to laugh, you little bitch. I see the aggression. I see your aggression. I see your aggression. You're a little boy. You're not a man. You're a boy. You're a boy. You listen, little boy. Listen, little boy.
First try got it all the way in.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking, little boy. Keep talking, little boy. Keep talking.
It took a while. Right?
Keep talking, little boy. You're still in the chat with me, so why are you talking to your fucking chat? As though they can hear you.
Like, we've got a whole, he talks about Halo.
You muted me?
Master-slave dynamic.
You muted me?
He's the master, I'm the slave. I got a collar, right?
You muted me?
Streaming service on this.
You muted me?
Yes, he's muted you. Obviously, he's muted you. I don't think that's the first time he has muted you. You fucking knob.
What's going on is you muted me?
More. Bring him back.
Did you mute me?
Yes.
I can see that his
he muted me.
It's really
he muted me. He muted me. What a pussy. He muted me. He's such a fucking pussy. He muted me.
That's not based on quote-unquote pussiness, my friend. That's based on the fact that every time you try to say anything, you would just start screaming. Like, obviously. And if I mean, I don't think I will ever have him on. But if for some reason I'm convinced to have this guy on, I'll probably end up muting him a dozen times too. Fuck him. He's garbage.
Me because he doesn't want his fucking viewers to hear. He doesn't want his viewers to hear.
Donate subs for this conversation.
He didn't fucking
why?
He didn't fucking he doesn't want his fucking viewers to hear me. He doesn't want his fucking viewers to hear what I have to say because they know I'm
You don't have anything to say. But just screaming beta cuck bitch at someone isn't really like useful conversation. Oh, I've gone on to Joey. No. What? No. Why have I pressed on the wrong thing? No. Fuck's sake. Well, that's the fan art. There you go. Fuck's sake. I am all over the place. That is a nightmare. I've just had a fucking mare right there.
Destroying him. Every time I destroy him, guys, he mutes me so his viewers don't hear how I'm destroying each and every one of his fucking points. What a disgusting, ugly cuck.
Ugly's new. Ugly wasn't in there before. Oh, God. Fuck me. Ooh, pardon me. There we go. Anyway, thank you to Bigging3R for following on Twitch.
Wait, I'm ugly now. I thought
you are fucking ugly. You look disgusting and ugly.
Wait, I thought you were dominating me, though. Do you think that it's okay to dominate ugly people?
I don't give a fuck. You're an ugly soul. I see the ugliness of your soul on your face. I see the ugliness of your inner being on your face.
Wait, you see the ugliness of my inner being?
Yeah, on your face. You're an ugly person. You're an ugly, fucking, disgusting gremlin person. You make me sick to my stomach, you disgusting cuck. Instead of having a fucking conversation one-to-one like a man, you immediately begin it trying to call me a fucking idiot.
You are an idiot. I mean, you are that. And you've done nothing but insult this person since. Like, this is the thing. This is the man-baby element of it, right? That he is an idiot. He clearly is an idiot. He probably knows he's an idiot, too. And there was a relatively light bit of kind of, to use an old school phrase, ponage that took place there, right? When Socialism Gone Left said, oh, you've been trolling me, you're an idiot. And this motherfucker has done nothing but scream cock, beta, bitch, ugly cock at him for like the last 20 minutes, well, 15 minutes, whatever.
Disgusting cock. And you lose. You try to be aggressive, and I beat you at this game. And I beat you at the game of rational debate, too. I beat you at both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think that you proved that persuasion is irrelevant to revolution in this conversation? Do you think that you effectively, like...
Oh, I don't know. My channel's growing at a much more rapid pace than yours. So who's persuading who, huh?
He's rising, chat. He's fucking rising. Like a tumescent penis.
Persuading who? I had 20 viewers last week. I have 160 right now. I had 250 yesterday. Who's persuading who? Socialism cucked left? Socialism cuck left?
This is actually a really good point. I agree that popularity is the only thing which determines truth, which is why I support democracy, right? And I'm sure that you as a tanky are a big
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Popular vote.
An electoral process. No. Electoral democracy. But you're assuming.
Happy to live in a democracy.
Listen, you stupid cuck. No. Since you don't understand anything about philosophy, can your chat hear me right now?
No.
I don't know, can they?
Since you don't know anything about philosophy, first of all, if one says that popularity is a measure of truth, that doesn't mean that...
Oh, yeah, no, I know there are other people in the infrared stable of idiots. And they get together and they talk about things in a very boring way. The only reason that or in fact, let's be honest, anyone else is vaguely fucking interested in this motherfucker is because he screams at people who are way more popular and entertaining than he is. So there's that.
Truth is premised by popularity. If one says that popularity attests to truth, it doesn't mean the truth is premised by the popularity. That's why liberal democracy is on the fucking decline. That's why Chinese democracy...
I think he's been muted again.
Is superior to liberal democracy. Your Anglo-Saxon liberal democracy couldn't fight COVID. It can't deal with what's going on in Texas. It's down the fucking dumpster. And you're butthurt about it, calling yourself a socialist instead of learning from the real, most successful socialist civilization that exists now. Why do you pretend to be a socialist in front of your viewers when you're a fucking Anglo-Saxon racist who spits venom and lies and slander?
Identity politics is bad, you Anglo-Saxon racist. Now love China, because it's socialisms. Rory Cats, I'm going to knock you the fuck out, boy. Right, I'm going to bring him in the fucking room. Fuck it. 1 second. He said, meow. Oh, he did a meow. He did a meow. Oh, now we can have kitty cam. Wrong way. What are you doing, Ricketts? There he is.
Upon the most successful and thriving socialist civilization in the world? Is it because China's not ruled by Anglo-Saxon white people like yourself?
Uh-huh. No, you nailed it, my dude.
Yeah.
Like
you want to respond to that point or no?
I think that the argument that
keep laughing, you fucking stumbling cuck.
Logic is not a particularly strong argument against the position that you need to have people actually believe in socialism to get a socialist revolution.
Okay, but first you have to give sense to what socialism is, and what Infrared does is we give sense to the fact that socialism is no longer something going to be monopolized by a bunch of cucks. When you're a socialist, you're not a fucking cuck. You're somebody who carries themselves as a fucking man. How about...
There we go. Socialism is when you do a toxic masculinity. Fact.
That, if you're a man, let's say, you're not a little bitch like you, a little cuck. Socialism is something that is imbued with popular sense. It relates to...
No, because China isn't socialist in any real sense at all, no. But he's a NazBol, so who cares, really?
People's instincts and the people's wisdom, not fucking urbanized elites like you and their fucking institutionalized, cushioned fucking institutions talking about fact-based politics, evidence-based politics. What a cuck. Do you
Evidence is bad. We go on pure blind prejudice in this house.
Actually think that the dead empirical, what Marx called the dead empirical objects of empiricism, is enough to satisfy the objective wealth?
Marx, the dead empirical facts of empiricism, that isn't a thing. Marx obviously never said that, because that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's really unbelievably dumb. You are the smoothest brained individual I've ever known on the internet. I literally cannot wait until you get banned from YouTube. Fuck you.
Of human meaning? You think human meaning is reducible to fucking factoids? Is that what you think with your 17th century outdated metaphysics? Let's go down that royal road, my friend.
That's actually a really good point. Which model of scientific, like realism or anti-realism, do you support? I'm just really interested.
I don't care about your fucking cock debate about scientific realism or anti-realism.
And outdated. So I'm just wondering which, like, correctly updated scientific
This guy
realism.
literally has a baby brain.
Or the materialist dialectic.
Materialism is a modern 21st century position.
Yes, I do. I think it's more contemporary than the 17th century position.
Wait, so you think I hold a 17th century?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Which is my metaphysical position? I'm just really wondering.
17th century Anglo-Saxon metaphysics is your fucking position.
Yeah, that's a thing. 17th century Anglo-Saxon metaphysics, that well-fleshed out concept that definitely Socialism Done Left believes in, that's a thing. That's totally not a straw man of anything, ever.
The thing that gives rise to empiricism in the fucking first place.
You think like philosophers are like, yes, I'm a 17th century Anglo-Saxon empiricist?
Did I say that? They were philosophers in the 17th century who gave expression to a new metaphysical trend, which later, which empiricism was a part of. Yes, empiricism was a reflection of that.
So instrumentalism arose out of that, right? What you're talking about is
all of that bullshit.
And then arose from that was like Popper, and then more modern.
Yeah, cucks like Popper.
Realism.
Cucks like Popper. Cucks like Popper.
Right?
And how's this open society doing, by the way? How's
Cucks
Popper's
like
open
Popper.
society doing, by the way? Just asking a question.
Yeah, can we ask, has this motherfucker even read Locke? Has he even read Locke?
How's it doing?
Relative to like the Soviet Union, it still exists.
Relative to China. China's still around, you little cuck. Yeah, relative to China, how's the open...
Yeah, and it makes like iPhones and Nike fucking sneakers. It's not socialism. Shut up.
society doing?
No, that's actually a really good point. While we're here,
That's a really good point. Get to the point then.
Detention of like Muslims in
because it's a fucking lie. How about that? It's a lie that there's a genocide going on. It's not true.
So, in addition to Holodomor denial, he's also doing Uyghur genocide denial as well. So, top stuff. Tankies. I was about to do the obvious joke of tankies aren't sending their best, but maybe they are. Maybe this is literally the best they have. That would make sense.
As to whether there's detention, China claims that it's dealing with some anti-terrorism issues, and it's detaining.
It's justified to intern.
It's none of my business, and it's none of your business. Is the fucking point? You fucking idiot.
It's none of your business, but it is the business of I don't even know where he's from. Is he Arab American? I'm not sure. But apparently it is the job of Arabs to tell Americans what to do or something. But it's not okay for... Where's socialism done left from? Is he American, I think? To tell Chinese people not to do genocide? Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which country do you live in again?
And United States, like you.
Oh, he is American.
So do you think it's okay to call out British imperialism despite not living there?
Yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do. Because America has inherited the British imperialism.
That's how it works. Yeah. You get grandfathered in America to British imperialism. So we're done with it. It's not us anymore, it's America. Fuck it. Go for it, lads. This guy's fucking insane. This guy's actually insane.
America and Britain is not the fucking center. Britain is not the center of Anglo-Saxon empiricism. America is. Britain is America's dog. Don't get...
See, there's no need for that. We're more like America's kind of gimp slave, please. We seem to genuinely enjoy the degradation. Like, dogs have some semblance of pride to them. Britain doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Like...
Get a fucking twisted, you fucking idiot. Or did you mute me from your chat? Do you want them to hear that? Am I muted for your chat?
I just want to find the clip. I've been looking. I'm going to be honest on this. I've been looking for this for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's this clip of Alex Jones saying like, "Ooh, I'm the weird one. I'm the chimpanzee in the tree," and I can't fucking find it. Do you know where this clip is?
Okay.
Or am I
keep being a smug, mocking little cuck, but on every substantive point I beat you. You can't win. So you have to.
If you just say the word cuck, you win.
Remarks. You're not funny.
You can replace empiricism with just saying the word cuck at your opponent, and it wins. That's how you can do. Like people say, you need oxygen to have fire. No, you don't. You can take all the oxygen out and just shout "cuck" at the match, and it will set fire, and fire will happen. That's how that works.
Age of irony is over. The 2020s will belong to the real OGs, not the fucking fake irony hipster cucks. 2010s, little bitch. Go back to your fucking hipster bullshit. A smug irony attitude. You're like a fucking romantic English aristocrat. Oh, I'm so much above the world. I'm so much above. You little cuck. You little bitch. The 2020s is about realness. The 2020s is about realness. The 2010s is what was up your alley.
I'm actually really happy about all this, right? I think that this is really cute. I've never.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you this question. So some done left. Do you think you look good right now and you're winning?
The answer is yes. Yes, God, I would anytime.
Do you think you're doing well right now and you're winning? Do you think that?
I mean, last year my channel had
yes or no?
100 subs.
No, between you and me and this encounter. With this encounter between you and me. This encounter between you and me.
Yeah, it's going to be really funny when I upload to YouTube and I get people to spam gorilla memes in the comments because it's really funny.
Yeah. And who gains from this? You or me? Who's going to gain? You or me, ultimately? Who's going to gain more?
In relative terms, you get, 20 subs because they want to watch the gorilla man.
No. Not 20, my friend. Not 20, my friend. A few days ago, it was, 700 subs? No, I'm almost 1,000 now, if not 1,000 right now. Don't fucking get it twisted. A fucking week ago, I was at, 500?
Dude, this is the thing, right? Trying to, flex about subs is really embarrassing. Unless you're, literally PewDiePie or some shit. There's always going to be someone bigger than you. Don't do that. It's gauche. It's so dumb. Just fucking don't do it, right? But the point is, it's especially dumb when you have less than 1,000 subs and you're talking to someone with... Did he say he had 20,000 or 30,000 or something? You look like an absolute moron. I know you don't believe in numbers because empiricism is Anglo-Saxon something, cuck thing, something. But it doesn't look good for you because other people can tell that less than 1,000 is a smaller number than 30,000. That's not even close, is it? So you're trying to flex on someone who's a bodybuilder and you're built like fucking Pee Wee Herman. Just chill. It's fine. Numbers don't really mean that much in the. Oh god, I'm starting to sound like him now. Numbers are irrelevant. But in terms of YouTube subscription numbers, who cares? Just shut the fuck up. No one's impressed with your 1,000 subscribers, mate. Just relax.
You into is that a thing you're into? BDSM?
Yeah. You see how this anti-human piece of shit. You see how this anti-human piece of shit does this? From the very beginning, he didn't want to have a human conversation. He just wanted to fucking objectify me. He wanted to fucking objectify me because he thinks he's above humanity and he objectifies humans as little fucking creatures of his own. Who are you, huh? You're not above me to look down on me and speak to me in this fucking way. You're in the fucking cage with a gorilla now, my friend. You're in no position to be standing above in a fucking tower looking down on the gorilla. You're in the fucking cage with him right now. And I'm beating the fuck out of you. What do you got to say to that, my friend? You're losing this debate.
Okay.
This is the fact that he thinks it's a debate is fun. The senseless thrashing of the tanky moron is so fun. I could watch this motherfucker for days. I mean, technically I have been. I watched him yesterday and I'm watching him today. That's 2 days. That is multiple. What? What do you want? If you come near me, I'll just pick you up again and put you on camera. Yeah, you want that? Okay. No. You want to be a dickhead, Rory Cats? That's fine. We can play that game, my friend. Oh, hang on. There he is. It's a bumper crop of Rory Cats tonight.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on again. It was a real pleasure.
So you surrender. You surrender.
Okay.
You surrender.
You surrender.
So to everyone, this is a
You surrender. Do I accept your surrender? I accept your surrender.
And
Another one on the belt. Another cuck on my belt. Another one on my belt.
He talks about being a chimpanzee.
Another one on the
which I
belt.
think is relevant
Another one
to
on the
this
belt.
conversation.
Another one on the belt. Another one on the belt. I'm looking at your fucking YouTube, and my people are in your chat. My people are spamming your chat. How does it feel? My people are
Good for his algorithm, I'm sure.
spamming your chat.
The level's good here.
My people are spamming your chat.
Pretty good.
My people are spamming your chat. Remember, whoever leaves worse. Listen, my people are spamming your chat right now. How does it feel? See how this anti-human piece of shit sees us, guys? This is how he sees the working class and how he sees humanity. He mocks them in this way as though he's above us, this little fucking gremlin. Look at how he mocks humanity.
This little gremlin. Whatever you do, don't feed socialism done left after midnight and don't get them wet, okay? Don't do it. He's a sensitive little mogwai. Don't do it, people.
Humanity. Look at how he fucking laughs as though he's in a position of power. This fucking Bill Gates, pygmy Bill Gates little fucking boy. Look at this fucking guy who thinks he's above humanity.
Can someone draw me a pygmy Bill Gates, please? That fan art needs to happen now.
Look at him. Look at him laugh like a fucking disgusting, ugly gremlin. And you are an ugly boy, by the way. You're so ugly and disgusting, by the way. Look at him fucking laugh. Look at him fucking laugh. This is what he look. This is how these fucking metropolitan fake leftists look down upon the American people and the working people. This is how they're laughing at the people in Texas right now too. They're laughing at everybody who's not educated in the Ivy Leagues. They're laughing at everybody who's not college educated. They're laughing at everybody.
No, they're not. What? I mean, dude, you are going to put your back out stretching that far, please. Come on now.
Who doesn't speak and talk like them. They're laughing at everybody who doesn't sound like a fucking Bill Gates nerd. This is their war against the American people, and this is their war against the working class.
Bill Gates
Witness
nerd.
it here. This is how they see themselves.
It took me a while to find it.
This is how they see themselves.
He's got you.
He actually
He's got
thinks
you
he's in a
muted.
position of superiority over me. And look at him. He's fucking trembling because my chat is dominating his
Trembling.
chat. My fucking chat is spamming his chat, and I see my chat in his chat. Who's dominating who? I'm dominating him, and he's pretending to be above me. He's pretending to be above me. He's pretending to be above me. Look at him. This is how this disgusting anti-human, how this disgusting anti-human
He's a wind-up toy. He just goes and goes.
piece of shit looks down on humanity. This is how this disgusting anti-human piece of shit looks down on humanity. This is how this disgusting anti-human piece of shit
Joker.
looks down on humanity.
I'm the Joker,
what
baby.
What a pathetic piece of shit. What a pathetic fucking loser. And I'm not gonna fucking leave this. I'm not gonna fucking leave this. I'm only gonna accept your surrender. I'm not gonna fucking leave this. It's not gonna fucking happen. This is not going to be left. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. You disgusting anti-human ugly piece of shit. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. Nothing at all you can fucking do about it. You can try to mute me all you want. You can try to mute me all you
Yeah, he has muted you. He clearly can't hear what you're saying.
want. Raid his chat right now, guys. Raid his fucking chat.
That you're going to get banned from YouTube. Infrared, you're going to get banned. Obviously, you can't tell people to do that.
Spam in his chat. Little cock. You surrender. You surrender. You surrender. You surrender. You surrender. You surrender, you little cuck. You little bitch.
All of the monkey spam. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Look how we're dominating his chat. Do you see our power, guys? Do you see our fucking power? How we're dominating him? How we're dominating him? How we're fucking dominating him? This is our power.
This guy's got some real repressed sexual energy going down like this. See how we're dominating him? See how we're penetrating his arsehole? Yeah! Anyway, thank you to Tanzia for following on Twitch.
And I gave him the olive branch. I was trying to be a human being, and he called me a fucking idiot. This is how it fucking happens. I tried to be a fucking human being. Now I gotta be a gorilla because he wants to be a smug bitch. And we're dominating him. We're absolutely fucking dominating him. Do not stop putting the pressure on him. Guys, do not stop. We're in the thick of it. Do not...
Motherfucker, you're going to get banned.
Stop spamming his chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat all night. I'll be here all night too. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat. We're not losing this war. We're not losing this war. We're not losing this war. Keep spamming.
Yeah, the war of the YouTube chats. I am a survivor I'm a veteran of the YouTube chat war. I lost both legs in the YouTube chat. That's why you can't see, but below I've got no legs. I lost them both in the YouTube chat war. Can I get some SVs for stolen valor? Because I'm obviously lying. It's not a real thing. You're obviously a dickhead. You're obviously a dickhead. Infrared. What are you doing, Ricketts? He's looking up at me like, feed me, you fucking twat.
His fucking chat. Don't fucking stop. Don't keep the pressure off his chat. Little bitch. You little fucking cuck. Don't fucking stop keeping the pressure up. Keep the fucking pressure up, this little bitch. This little fucking bitch. Well, I wanted to have a human conversation with him, and he wanted to be a smug little bitch, and he fucking lost this entire encounter. What a fucking cuck. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Infrared is rising. We're never gonna give up.
It's rising.
We're never gonna give up. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Keep fucking spamming his chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat. Keep spamming his fucking chat. How does it feel?
The words like
to be dominated, huh?
Right?
It feels sexy.
Little fucking cuck.
The whole logic.
We will keep this up all night. We aren't going to stop. We aren't going to stop. We are more powerful than you. Simply more powerful.
Could he make this more homoerotic, I wonder? We're going to keep the pressure, or we're going to dominate you. We're going to dominate you all night. How does it feel, you little bitch? Like he's just doing weird sex play stuff at this point.
Than you. How does it make you feel, you little cuck, you little bitch? How does it fucking make you feel?
I mean, I'd mix up the dirty chat a little bit because you're using the word cuck a bit too much. Like you want to have a bit of variety to it. Do you know what I'm saying?
How does it make you feel to be the weaker person in this encounter? How does it feel to be dominated despite going at it for a year and I'm only in it for a few months? How does it fucking feel? How does it fucking feel, you pussy? And he's muting me on his stream. Keep the pressure up on him, guys. Keep the pressure up on him, guys. Keep the fucking pressure up on him, guys. Keep the pressure up on him, guys. You fucking lose, you fucking cuck. You fucking lose, you're dominated. You're absolutely dominated. You're gonna surrender and we're gonna be here all night. Till you surrender. We're gonna be here all night. We're gonna keep here all night. Okay. Look at this little clown cuck giggle and laugh, trying to hide the fear he feels in his stomach, seeing all of our gorillas, seeing all of our fucking gorillas. Let's get
seeing all our gorillas. Now I'm just thinking of the see my vest, made of real gorilla chest. The Mr. Burns thing.
Get some sons in there too, guys. Give him some gorillas and some sons. Give him some gorillas and some sons. Absolutely dominated. Shine the light on this fucking gremlin. Shine the light on this disgusting bridge troll. This fucking gremlin who didn't want to treat me as a human fucking being. Angie is me. He left. He finally agreed to disagree at the end of it. But what happened? He wanted to test me. It's us.
It goes on for like another 15 minutes. Fuck me, what a psycho. Jesus Christ, people, that was bad. Yeah, that's an old reference. And what? I'm an old man. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, thank you to Diet Mushroom, who subscribed with Prime on the Twitches. And thank you to Souls Washerfish. Yes, for following on Twitch. Again, the links are below. You can do all that. Anyway, so I got bookmarks. Yeah, we covered that. America, 500,000 deaths from the COVID. Well done. One thing led to another. Now I'm a turtle. That's oh my god. It's a cute cat that looks a bit like a turtle. Hang on, what's this? Oh no, have we got fucking this dickhead's trolls in the chat now, have we? It would appear so. Feel free, chatterinos, if you're one of the mods, especially Joe. Joe, you're a massive cop. You go and ban people, please. Yeah, Bill Mitchell's a weird guy on the parlours there. You know why liberals have so much white guilt? Because they're racists. Don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. This person was trying to fix this cat's favourite toy, and there were some interruptions. Cats are dickheads, man. Hey. Yeah. Get ready for this surprise, right? So that's Uncle Sam, obviously. What has he done to deserve this? Can we get some guesses in the chat as to what people think this piece of propaganda is against? It's revealed at the bottom of the image, but can we get some guesses in chat as to what we think that might be? Because I guarantee, unless you've seen this image before, you probably won't guess. You probably won't guess what this thing that this piece of propaganda is protesting against is. No, if it was immigrants, that would be really obvious, wouldn't it? Like, there's loads of anti-immigrant stuff, isn't there? So, but no, it isn't that. What's this? Oh, Infrared shows in. Hello, Infrared. Please eat my asshole. You said I didn't read Locke. You'll see who... Dude. That's a meme. That's literally a meme, my friend. Okay. Contact me on Twitter. We'll talk. Anyway, so what has he done to deserve this? The thing it's against is the metric system. Apparently the metric system is weighing down Uncle Sam. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I should explain for the YouTube chats. He's in fucking Infrared's in my Twitch chat now. Yeah. So that's a thing. I have crushed all opponents of. You will be crushed. Yeah, I'm sure I will. Right. So, CPAC, the Conservative. What's it called? The Conservative something Action Committee. Something. Anyway, their whole thing this year is America uncancelled. See, America uncancelled. Except that they were literally already cancelled someone. We have just learnt that someone we invited to CPAC has expressed reprehensible views that have no home with our conference or our organisation. The individual will not be participating at our conference. So, America Uncancelled has cancelled someone. So I think it's time for me to get my cock out.
Logan's amazing conservatives of cancel culture. Cocks and penis.
Yep, there we go. Conservatives cancelling people yet again. The person that they cancelled was this dude, a guy called Young Pharaoh, who I'd never heard of before. But they say here, and this is in their own words, this is censorship at its best. All because I said, and this is the quote from them directly, right? I do not believe in the validity of Judaism, and I am willing to place £50,000 or dollars on myself to debate the top Jewish rabbi, unquote. Now I'm no longer invited to CPAC. Hashtag racist. Hashtag dictatorship. Hashtag Young Pharaoh. So, that's a thing that happened. Why do they keep inviting anti-Semites? It's very strange. Anyway. Yeah, Mission Impossible, apparently not. Dun 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 dun. That's an even older reference. Go on, lad. There we go. Beautiful work. Top level catting. Then that's just a tiny cat being all cute and stuff. Just a tiny cat. Oh, for fuck's sake. So this guy, this is another they're cancelling conservatives bullshit, right? Lecturer was suspended for likening abortion to necrophilia. Says free speech in academia no longer exists and professors are being made to keep hush-hush about their own views. Yeah. Turns out he's a far-right dude. This is him. Literally, he's part of a team that gave us the People of Colour show at Auckland, where Nazi images are juxtaposed with symbols of Maori and Tuho Mana, which is native peoples of New Zealand. Here's Power giving the fascist wolf salute, which is banned in Germany, alongside alt-right activists. So, Yeah, it wasn't just that he said a disgusting thing about abortion, he was a fascist, and universities didn't want to continue to employ him. Cancel culture is ridiculous. The Conservatives, having had all of their economic policies be exposed by the freezing in Texas. Ben Garrison's weird one, you need more green energy. Deep freezing the heart of Texas. The thing is, that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in this image is right. They do need more green energy. Green energy is not at all what caused what happened in Texas, because the Green New Deal isn't a thing there or anywhere. It's not in law anywhere in America. It was fossil fuel companies fucking the people of America. Just saying. This is nice. Images that require more context. What in the fuck is happening in this image? What? What's going on there? Just loads of geese. Or swans? I don't know. Anyway, in the back of a car. Don't know. Baby goat in the hand? Who doesn't want to carry all baby goat? Really? Come on now. Also, this is nice. The language of mother is universal. It's true. But look, he has to pull it down from the tree. Get down. Get down. Dickhead. This is just a fat cat. Look at that. That is a chunky cat. Oh yeah, this is actual Conservatives cancelling a leftist. Which we're told is like the other way around, but yeah. So this dude, who was a lecturer, sorry, a headmaster of a school. So the UK's, the Sun, which is like the Rupert Murdoch shithole paper. Well, there are loads of Rupert Murdoch shithouse papers in Britain, but the main one, it's actually I think the largest English language newspaper in the world, technically. Because in America, obviously, you've got loads of regional papers and city papers. Anyway, UK's wokest headmaster ditches house names honouring national heroes after ex-pupil complains. So they put that story out there, right? And then he was driven off social media because of all the hate mail, the death threats and stuff. Yeah. That's cancel culture, my friends. That's what that is. This is nice. We rate dogs. This is Calvin. He was the ring bearer for his human's wedding. Was a little nervous, but did a phenomenal job. 14 out of 10, no objections. Lovely stuff. There we go, doing his duty. Absolutely lovely work. Ah, I loved her first. Ah, the puppy dogs. That is cute. This cat appears to be melting into the shape of the bowl. Cats are a liquid, definitely. Oh yeah, the Conservatives now seem to think that Bill Gates is making fake ice. Like, it's fucking mental. Is that what's going on in the Twitch chat? Am I missing stuff in the Twitch chat? Gorillas and Sons in that chat. Winning machine. What? Literally no one can defeat me while I shout cuck and deep throat cheap mic homoerotically. Is he still around? Is he still going off? They put him in timeout. Lovely stuff. Anyway, fuck him. So yeah, the Conservatives think that Bill Gates is making fake ice for some reason. He's obviously not, but QAnon's going to QAnon, I suppose. Dog and a cow that are friends. What more needs to be said? Thank you to single Korean lady who followed on Twitch. And Spread Kindness Worldwide also who followed on Twitch. Here we go, what's this? Yeah, Fox News propaganda. Top Dems AOC descend on Texas to capitalise off top storm devastation. And also bad energy. She raised millions of dollars and went there to distribute like funds and goods and stuff to local people, but she's bad for that or something. I don't know what. Fox is so shit. We already talked about this at the top of the show. Yeah, Tucker Carlson now is claiming that the QAnon conspiracy theory doesn't exist, which is like the most Q thing ever. Oh, Stefan Molyneux, I miss him on Twitter. Without his weird, creepy egg posting, Twitter's not the same. All aspects of personality are influenced by genetics. That's the shot. The chaser is, both my parents were institutionalized. Yeah. Yeah. It's very true. Did Meghan McCain vajazzle her own hair? It appears so. I don't know what's going on there, but it's fucking I'm deeply suspicious of it, whatever it is. Oh yes, the notorious eye gouger who allegedly beat up police officers at the Capitol Hill insurrection thing is a former New York Police Department cop. So, you know, even police don't back the blue. Oh yeah, the Biden administration opening up more cages to put kids in. That's fucking evil. Don't do that. Oh, sorry, is that me? Sorry, infrared. Sorry, is that me being an Anglo-Saxon empiricist, like telling America what to do? Sorry, my bad. No, I know it's not technically a vajazzling. I'm just because it was the rhinestones. Anyway, what's this? Oh, cats and dominoes. This was fun. Have a little stretch. Oh, has he fucked it? No. Goes back in for another little lick, and there we go. Cat in a box. Cats plus Rube Goldberg machines are the best. Oh, Busquets. Anyway. Yeah, the British Parliament's a pile of dog shit. And an MP, because of COVID restrictions, they're only having like a certain number of people in the British Parliament at any given time. So they're all like socially distanced. Because it's okay for like kids of poor families to go back to school and stuff, so that their families can go and work grunt jobs for like minimum wage and stuff, and get sick and all fucking die off. That's fine. But parliamentarians, their health can't be risked. So they're only having certain people in Parliament right now. Which means that they're doing a lot of the questions in Parliament that they would have normally as part of the debate via video link, either from their offices in Parliament, or sometimes they're just back in their constituencies around the country and they can like do the video type things. And this guy turned MP wasn't wearing the correct clothing. You're supposed to wear a suit, but he wasn't actually in Parliament. He was just in his house and he was wearing a jumper, and so he was barred from speaking. Because the British Parliament is dog shit, where appearance matters far more than actually representing your constituents. I hate this place so much. Anyway, is this a goat standing on a capybara's head, or is this the latest fashion accessory for capybaras, where they can wear a goat hat? That's the most important thing. I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree that that's the important factor in life. Capybaras are fucking awesome. Love capybaras. Anyway, thank you to the Skeptical Terrier for following me on the Twitch. Yes, this is the weirdest made-up story I've ever heard. Not necessarily the most outrageous, just the weirdest, just the stupidest, most pointless thing Dave Rubin has ever said, which is fucking impressive.
Which is, you know, we're sitting in this restaurant, and my sister's got 2 young kids, and they're just great, and we're having a ball. And this elderly couple, Florida, it's a lot of old people. And despite all the old people, by the way, the second oldest populace in the United States, their mortality numbers are way down, even though they kept everything open, although mainstream media doesn't seem to want to talk about that. Anyway, there's a lot of old people in Florida. There's a lot of old people having dinner. This very elderly couple, I would say these two were probably between 85 and 90. They come up to the table, and they're telling, oh, the kids are so great, that's so great, you're on vacation, where are you from, blah, blah, blah. And the woman points to my nephew, and she's standing right behind me. She starts pointing to my nephew and says, oh, you're so cute. And as she's saying it, I turn around, and she stuck her finger, like, right in my mouth. And, like, this was an old woman. She couldn't move very quick, and I was kind of, and she, like, literally got, like, oh, and, like, oh.
What is he doing?
Saliva dripping all over her finger.
What is he doing?
You know, there wasn't much taste to it. She was very old. There wasn't like a lot of juice or anything on the finger. Anyway, I just thought it was hilarious that I end up, not only do I go to a restaurant in Florida. Old people don't sweat? I had the Parmesan crusted sea bass. Quite delicious, by the way, although I ate mostly grouper throughout the week. But not only did I go to a restaurant, I survived. But then an elderly woman actually stuck her finger in my mouth. And guess what? Everybody's okay. As far as I know, she's okay. I didn't trade numbers with her, but I think she's okay.
So you're guessing.
And I'm okay, and life goes on. So good things happening in Florida.
What? Also, we didn't keep in contact, but I'm just going to guess because it's convenient to just say she's probably fine. The fuck is wrong with you? Honest to God, what is wrong with you, Dave? You strange little freak creature. God damn it. Cats are awesome. Catch the dot. Catch the dot. Catch the dot. Fuck yes. Yeah, yeah, I know he's lying about Florida, obviously, but I mean, like, that goes without saying. Every time I play Dave Rubin on my show, he's lying. Okay, Haruka, why are you spamming awesome Mars fucking content? Stop. Yeah, Mars is cool. Just chill. Oh, this was a thing, right? So we were watching some stuff yesterday, and there was someone else linked me to a Vosh debate with a Nazi where he used the phrase "top heavy with Jews," right? The Nazi, not Vosh, and he was talking about the Russian Revolution. No, it wasn't top heavy with Jews, but I fucked it up and I said top heavy Jews, and so we were doing a lot of jokes about like Jewish people with big tits. Anyway. And then someone suggested doing the song Fat Bottom Girls by Queen, but with top heavy Jews. And I did, and someone clipped it.
Institutions that deal with society as a democracy.
Yeah, that's to the tune of... So it would be... Oh, you gonna take me to synagogue tonight? Oh, down beside the river light. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out. Top heavy Jews, you make the rockin' world go round. Down, 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 down. I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Oh. Anyway, so that was top heavy Jews. Nice. Oh yeah, the GOP hates democracy so much it's basically rigging its own elections now. The Virginia State Senate governor race for their nominee for that, instead of having like a proper statewide primary, they're not going to have a primary or canvass. It's going to be one drive-up convention event on May the 8th at one location, which is Liberty University. Yeah. They're basically going to elect the crazy bitch who was in the fucking plastic cage because she wouldn't wear a mask. And she's going to lose. So, like, it doesn't really matter. But still, yeah. Yeah, they've lost every statewide election since 2009. Bad times. Bad times. Anyway. That is not an impressive singing voice. Don't lie. It's a terrible singing voice. I sound like a kind of a slightly miffed goat. Yeah, you heard me. Oh yeah, Matt Hancock, the British health minister, is a corrupt piece of shit. Having been rebuked for acting illegally in not telling people where those $22 billion of public contracts went, he then, in his, again, because they're doing social distancing type stuff, this is the backdrop he was using. That's his office in his house, I believe. A picture of his friend's old pub, which he had on the wall, which he removed after controversy over him giving a £30 million pound contract, which is about 45-ish million US dollars for private personal protective equipment contract to that friend. Yeah, it's very, very, very corrupt. We talked about Franco very briefly earlier, and the last public statue in Spain of Franco has now been removed, which is good. Fuck him, rot, you piece of shit. And then to end things off, some cats. Just a pair of cute cats there, just being cute. You're not supposed to be up there, silly cat. And then a cute cat with a teddy bear, naturally. And this one just looks chill as fuck. It looks a bit like Rory Cat's, but not quite. But it's chill as fuck. So that's chill as fuck cat. Being all chill as fuck and that. And I'm done. We're done, people. And that's the fan art that someone did for me last night of me and Rory Cats. A perfectly accurate depiction of me. I am very short at 6'1/2", maybe, on a good day. And Rory Katz is 9 feet tall. So, yeah, and also fuck the King of Spain, naturally. Yeah. Anyway, I'm basically done here. This has been a fun one. This has been a fun, strange, silly one. I've enjoyed it enormously, of course. Thank you to Mike from PA, Central Committee. Go and subscribe to them if you haven't already. He's a good egg. to use the British phrase. And thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm genuinely honoured to have you all around. Apart from if any of you are like weird trolls who are here just because of infrared, those people are dickheads. I mean, I'll take your follow. I don't give a fuck. Because unlike infrared, I believe numbers do matter. Oh no, actually, he does think subscriber numbers matter, but not like science numbers. Science numbers are Anglo-Saxon propaganda, but subscriber numbers are important. I think it was Engels that wrote that. Anyway, yeah, thank you to everyone, all you new people. If you're not already subscribed to me on YouTube, you should go and subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm Kevin Logan on YouTube. You can also hit the notification button, like, comment, subscribe, all of that shit. On Twitch, you can go and follow me. You can subscribe to me as well, although it will cost you money, unless you've got Amazon Prime, and then you get a free subscription every month, and you can use that subscription on my channel. You can also use it on good channels, but you can use it on shit channels like mine as well, if you wanted to. I've got the Streamlabs and the PayPal link below if you want to give one-off donations to help keep the stream going. Patreon, if you want to give a monthly donation, that would be super fucking awesome too. Linked below. All my social medias, I've got my Twitter, Facebook, there's the Happy Hour Facebook group. I think that's it. I think I've shilled everything I need to shill. Well, I don't really need to shill anything, but I've shilled all the things I'm going to shill. So yeah, that's I'm done basically. Anyway, thank you to everyone for just being fucking super awesome. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. on the East Coast of America, 8 p.m. on in Central Europe, Central European time, which also includes Spain, because Franco. Anyway, fuck Franco enormously. I'm going to raid into someone now. Who am I going to raid into? I am going to raid into left flank vets, who are pretty cool. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for listening and watching. No pass around.